And I even remembered to click the right fucking screen, because the problem is I don't have your D&D page as like a button on my stream deck yet. I really should, but that's okay. Hello Ping, hello Knock, hello Alti, and hello Knock again in a different colour of username. Interesting.
Oh, I see it flashing in the bottom right. That's kind of neat.
Oh, is it flashing on Streamlabs? It doesn't flash.
No, the names on the screen so people know who's talking.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, you can see. Yeah. I wanted to try. I was struggling to where to put it because I didn't want it to get in the way, and I really needed vertical space. But oh well.
Yeah, I think it's quite good actually.
Have you changed to title? To title?
Change the title.
Yeah, I changed the title because the problem was if you try and change the title on Twitch when you've got Streamlabs already open, when you click live, it acts as if you never changed it, and it defaulted back to last night's stream title for the party. But yeah, so tonight, as the title explains, is episode 3 of Ashley's campaign. It's dumb, it's fun, and Dave's going to take it in the bum. So, Ashley, take it away.
There you go, Dave.
Oh. Alright, where we last left off, the party had just finished an encounter with some massive scorpion-esque hyena creatures. Mean-looking tails, gnarly fangs. Matthias was kind of looting camp while everyone else was going about their foot combat.
Hey, I helped with the fight at least.
I know, you're better than Bertrand.
Yeah, true. I was about to say I'm better than Teller as well.
I hope everyone's doing alright, yeah. Everyone in chat.
Anyway.
Either way, that was... Combat had literally just
Awesome,
ended when we
Knock.
called the session, because we
Glad
had
you
kind
like
of a tight time crunch on that.
Mm-hmm.
One is dead, the other one is mostly dead. If anyone was planning on doing things with that, or if you guys wanted to just make it dead, that's your business.
If you need, I can help with my sleep spell to make it not wake up again.
Please do.
Kind of looking at the grotesque creature, I will like kind of crack a knuckle, hold the spell book, and yeah, cast sleep until it sleeps.
Oh,
Ash?
that's happening.
Yep, let me give it the big X.
Yeah. Alright.
Blip. Blip. There was another question, I believe.
Yeah, well that's happening. Can I be doing an investigation of the camp, please?
You absolutely may.
-1 investigation check.
I mean, you know what you're looking for at the very least, even if you're not very good at it.
Well, apparently I'm pretty good at it.
Well, if you're not trained in it, rather, you're like, I'm not very trained in this, but I know what treasure looks like.
Yeah, I know what treasure looks like.
Yeah, as you come about the camp, there is some fresh might be an overly polite word for it, but there is some still technically edible foods. It's a bit ransacked and disgusting of a campsite, and it's probably been here for a bit and been kind of ignored and not well maintained, but it does still look like someone may have been staying here for a bit. You don't find much in the way of weaponry. You do find one small religious item.
Okay.
Golden holy symbol. Not much else in the way of raw treasure aside from some smattering bits of coinage in copper and silver.
Okay, what is this smattering?
18 copper and 12 silver.
18 copper and 12 silver. Got it.
It's not bad.
And then just any basic camping supplies you might expect are presumably there. If you want specific ones, ask.
So now we've killed these, where do we find the monkey? Because that was the other one we were coming to kill. well, we wasn't meant to kill these.
Perhaps it's further down the line.
Maybe.
Can't be far off.
Maybe. We'll have to find it soon.
Does anyone have passive survival above 15?
That is true. You've got a sign.
Let me
so,
check.
you know. 13.
Passive survival.
You appreciate it, Knock.
Uh,
As well as everyone else.
passive survival.
Just
think-
whatever your modifier is, 5 or better.
9.
Plus 9? Oh, okay.
I've just got.
14.
Mine's 12.
Got an 11.
So none of us.
Well, it seems me and Lovey are the closest with 14 and 13.
Okay. That was just a question. Yep. And I'm sorry, Michael, I think you said something that got talked over. Just double checking.
I just said I got 11.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yep.
Yeah. At the very minimum, you guys do have the base history of these things seemed to be angry and mildly in combat with the quote-unquote big monkey. What happened as results of that, unknown, unclear. But it definitely does look like there was some blood traded on both sides at the very least. In this immediate vicinity.
Yeah,
I don't have
I'd
uncanny
imagine.
dodge yet, so
I'd imagine at some point, like, I'd start wandering over to the campsite because it's the only other visually eye-catching thing besides now the big demonic corpses.
You make your way over shortly after Matthias has finished whatever picking clean he was after.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't appear that there have been anyone staying here, or not for some time. I think the creatures must have put them away, sent them away. Have you been able to find anything where this monkey has gone?
Well, unless it's further down the road, it's not here. These were the things that were having a dust up with it the other day. So it either got killed or it fled like a bitch from the other two.
That is an entirely possible idea. I make my way over to this one. I remove my two daggers.
I'll follow him.
Yep. So we're just walking and talking. I move over. I retrieve my two daggers from it.
As you go to do so, give me a dex check.
Dex check.
Yeah. Alright. As you're pulling your daggers out, the creature seems to shimmer and shake for a moment before shrinking itself down. And as it shrinks down, you are instead left with a small knoll corpse.
And do his daggers turn into toothpicks when they shrink with it?
No, the daggers are still there. You had like half pulled one out, and the other one that you were grabbing for just kind of falls to your side. Like it falls out of the creature as it shrinks and has to be pushed out.
So as I pick it up and do that, I grab a rock from the side and throw it at the other one.
It seems to be doing about the same. It did live a little bit longer, so it took an extra second to do so. But it too shrinks down and leaves a massive pile of black ooze underneath it. As it does so, kind of blacky, bloody-ish looking ichor is just pooling around this thing.
I'd walk up and go, what sorcery is this?
Gorgo will immediately at that sound start using his spell book to try and see if you can gain any understanding, like tracing the scriptures, kind of feeling the knoll creature. Do I get any response?
You cast Identify.
Yeah, I cast Identify on the creature.
Throw me an identify check.
Do you want to make it Arcana?
Your choice of whichever knowledge-based check you believe applies to these creatures.
You know what? Because it's more funny, I'm gonna make an investigation check with a -2, baby. It was either that or Arcana flat.
You remember there being something weird about gnolls. You don't quite understand it yourself because only the smartest of wizards do, and you haven't come across books related to the matter yet.
Yeah.
But you remember there being something weird about gnolls and bloating and becoming massive.
Yeah, and you'll just see Gorgor just kind of like, you know, when like like someone's in like a researcher, he's like stumped, and you see them like humming and ahhing and kind of like puffing the cheeks, like. You kind of seem to that like as he's like looking back at the book and the creature for a bit.
While that's happening, can I wipe the blades on the back of Gorgor's robes?
Bruh.
You absolutely can. Are you trying to be stealthy or sleight of handy about it, or are you just going about your business?
Sleight of handy.
I mean, I defer to Gorgor.
Well, considering
to
his
this check.
well, the thing is because he's investigating, I was gonna go based off passive. Passive's 13, so.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. I was sure you were distracted while you did it. I was kind of looking over your shoulder while. Yeah, okay. It's too complicated for me.
Definitely
Yeah,
something
dear.
weird. I'm not sure yet.
I'm gonna move away from the guy like gravy at the moment.
Yeah, I should, for visual's sake.
Gonna kind of lean against the side of this tree.
Mhm.
For visual's sake, here's the monkey.
It has not yet fully expanded to this, but this black ichor is slowly seeping out into the surrounding terrain.
Just from that one.
The other one as well. It takes me a second to.
To do the auras.
Okay, yeah. Can I taste it?
I hope.
You may attempt to.
Yeah, because like just to try and understand, like you'll see Gorgo like kind of smear like his index and middle finger and just kind of and just lick it.
No.
I'm probably gonna need a survival and constitution checks unrelated to each other.
Oh my
Natural save.
God.
Survival.
Or con save.
Oh,
Con save and survival check.
Yeah, well, that's the survival. Oh fucking
Oh.
god! There's the god save.
Oh no.
Gorgor, you're able to identify what it is just as you turn into one of these things.
Or just barf it up. No, I identify it before adding to it.
What on earth
It
would
is
you do
foul
that?
smelling, foul tasting. It is very. You want to say the flavor's abysmal, but you accidentally say the flavor's abyssal instead.
Tastes demonic.
You can only remember one person who cooks like this back at your hometown, and you're not sure you want to say the name of that person.
Yeah, fuck. It tastes like Mortimer's is cooking.
Thank you!
Fuck. Oh god, I mean, no.
Oh my god.
No,
Believe me.
no. I take it back.
Why
take
would
it-
on
I
earth
take-
did you do that?
I take it back. This is worse. Only just. Oh.
But yeah, you would absolutely say that tastes horrifically demonic, among other descriptors.
It tastes like a demon's arsehole.
You shouldn't be do that.
Well,
Mm-mm.
yeah, like, why did you do that?
Oh, Gogo, do you
I
expect
had-
it tastes
It's
nice?
the only way for
I had to try and understand it, but I really don't want to learn anymore.
I'm sure
I'm
there's
done
other
learning.
methods.
I'm done learning this black thing. Yeah, and it's kind of at that point, like as he's trying to hold back, like the repercussions of it. He's kind of like, I don't want to learn no more, and just walks away from me. He's just like, nope, nope. See you later, Nog.
It was rather odd.
I would have probably
mean-
stopped casting Detect Magic as a ritual.
Actually, I'm gonna go to the river and I'm gonna take a drink. Like,
As you begin casting, sorry, go ahead, Rose.
I was just gonna say he's gonna end up so poisoned. Like, yeah, go drink a river.
As you see him going
river.
off.
I'm not gonna drink the whole river, just some of it.
Go drink from the river where animals and beasts
from the
and things
river.
wee in.
I mean, it's cleaner than whatever that is.
I still don't know why you put it in your mouth, though. What to you says, I will stick the demon blood in my mouth.
Called idiocy.
No, it's not even idiocy. Like, you know, some creatures don't know not to eat certain foods
Oh,
because
that's a
they
shame.
aren't right. Like,
Yeah.
oh, what are we gonna do with you?
I was gonna
was
say
turning.
he's listening, but he's not acknowledging because he's desperately trying to get rid of the taste of demonic Mortimer's
Yeah.
cooking.
So Mortimer's cooking.
Yeah. Just
If Alex sees this, he's going to.
the thing is, we all know he won't, so that's brilliant because he doesn't watch my streams. So yeah, we've got Matthias leaning, we've got me drinking. What other people? Get involved.
Shaking my head at you for doing that.
I am being concerned.
As the black ichor begins to spread and leaves the path to begin touching the grass, you see
There's
this
a very
hissing
top.
necrotic.
Can I say, does anyone have a vial, maybe, or something that we can put some of that in?
Sorry, no.
Just for reasons. No.
No, sorry.
Perhaps I could create one from my chest.
Oh.
I mean, you could use my mess kit box if you want. It's big.
Also bulky.
Because mess
Yeah,
kits are
it's
typically like a metal tin, essentially.
Yeah.
Because we could take it to, you know, one of the people in the one that told Gorgor not to say anything, and see if he knows what's happened, or maybe there's some sort of
You certainly may.
you know.
In the
I
meantime,
don't
yeah.
know
in the
what you'd
meantime,
call
he's
them.
eating the grass.
Oh, bye. Okay. Sorry.
There you
It's
go.
okay.
But yeah, a Gorgor will offer like his mess kit tin, like if you want to use that. It's not perfect, but the thing is, he eats with his hands anyway, so it's not like he really needs it.
So, this dark
No, it's
necrotic
not.
something or other, when it interacts with grass,
Yes, it begins to sizzle and almost cook as there's a mix of acidic necrotic boiling almost on the grass, and anything it touches seems to start to instantly
Oh no!
Well-
Yeah, we'll
Oh
back
no!
off. Out the way.
Oh no! No!
Out of its range.
It's going slow enough for you guys have plenty of time to get out of its range. There is no dex save or the like. I just,
Is there a
it
dex?
does not
is
mix
there,
well with living things.
Yeah, but is there a dex save for Gorgor's stomach?
Well, Gorgor is currently doing his best to cleanse himself of that
Okay,
system.
that is good.
Below 10, you probably would have taken some damage. But yeah, it's not good. I know that seems redundant to say, but yeah, it is just a large black pool of blood. Levy is asking around looking for a vial.
Mhm.
Gorgor is doing Gorgor things.
Yeah. Do you actually take the mess kit, Rose, just so if I can keep it on my inventory or not?
Well, if I don't get to do it in the, do it. I was gonna if I don't get it before it gets into the grass, I'll just take the mess kit. I kind of look at it, and then after he says he doesn't eat it, can I have this?
I'll just give her the mess kit, yeah.
Yay!
I do believe Dave was also trying to get you a vial, though it was probably going to take him a little bit longer than Gorgor throwing a mess kit.
It was better than nothing. It's not airtight, but it's a container that is technically liquid tight, as long as you don't tip it upside down.
Are there any bugs nearby in the grass?
Any what, sorry?
Bugs.
Yeah, sure.
In the grass overall, yes. None that were too close to the goo, and they, like those that were immediately started skittering away from it.
So, I could potentially put some bugs in the tin and create them a little house.
Absolutely good. Don't see why not.
Cool. I create a bug house. Thank you. I'm sorry. Do you want it back? What?
What?
You made a noise when I gave it to the bugs.
Oh, no. You see as he's eating a pan au chocolat that he found in the river. No, I didn't.
His conjuration to just summon it out of the river.
No, it was. I knocked my mic as I leapt to get it.
Were you looking for specific types of bugs, by the way, or just generic,
Like
creepy
beetles.
crawlies?
Like beetles bugs.
Okay. You do notice decently large amount of rock grubs as well while you're looking.
Oh, yay.
Okay, Knock.
I will
Have a
now
good one.
pick up the mess kit with rock grubs in it
So
and create a little like
oh no.
hole at the top and just smile at the others.
You've now got a
Not
mess
like-
kit full of rock grubs.
Yeah, I now have a mess kit full of rock grubs.
Like, there were other insect types as well. There was just... The fact that there might be even one would be unusual. There were definitely more than one.
Ah, I'll say something to the others and be like, "There's rock grubs, a lot of them."
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea why they're here. Anybody else know why they might be here?
No idea.
Good soil, maybe?
Would
they like
anybody like
golden
to throw knowledge checks at them?
Nope.
Yeah, can I do an extra check?
You may
Gonna
also
say.
need to check. I just thought I heard Liam say something.
I was making the joke. It's not relevant to the.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh my god,
It's
you
not.
doubted yourself and was like, it wasn't a very good joke.
Yeah.
You know that they're often attracted to detritus, offal, carrion of various descripts. This place is mildly unusual for them. Whether that sets off any other alarm bells is in your discretion, but it's definitely not typical for them to be here, and they do have some leanings to some other types of creatures that like to keep them as pets or use them in rituals.
Is there any light near the bodies of the beasts?
Not in the Black Ichor, but they're definitely closer to the road than they are to, like, over here elsewhere.
So more closer to the river.
They're closest to the path. Like, the further you get away from the center of the path, the fewer there are exponentially.
Yeah, I'll carry on with my ritual of cast detect magic.
That probably finishes by now, if nobody else is directly interacting with things. I'm gonna pop that open to make sure I can properly adjudicate it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know the spell, I just want to make sure that I properly,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It's fair.
Alright, that's probably finishing, if there's nobody else trying to do anything immediately.
Nope. I'll just come kind of linger in and amongst the group. Now my mouth's refreshed.
Yeah.
And the panel.
Did I
shuffle has
see
been-
any like? Sorry, did I see any magic around like the black goo in there?
Immediate question. I don't think anybody still currently has buffs up, and I don't think anyone has obvious magic items on their person. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Apart from Gorgo's book.
Nothing supremely magical.
Nope.
Yep.
I don't
And
think I've
then-
got anything.
Saving that, there's definitely some sort of... It's not a spell, but there's something magical that's fading fast on the two, gnolls.
Mm.
Later.
Irregular nose.
Later.
Is... Yeah, you learn at School of Magic, if any. Okay.
Yeah, narcotic, isn't it?
That is a tricky... Let me check a spell real quick.
Yeah.
It is a mix of necrotic and transmutation. Like, it is not a singular spell, it is more of a type of power that is just more directly morphing this creature. It's primarily transmutation, but there's some enhancement and some necrotic in there as well.
Interesting.
And yeah, it's just, the School of Magic, if any. And Faint Aura.
Yeah.
And it is rapidly fading.
I take it the auras around the beast themselves.
It is not on any of their individual items. They don't even seem to really have any specific items on them. I mean, like, they obviously have, like, some modesty and some combat gear, but nothing magical stands out amongst it.
Yeah. I'll just pass the info around. Necrotic damage. And I'll head over to the campsite, see what I can find.
Okay. In the campsite, you again don't see any standout things, though there does seem to be a loose bit of conjuration just outside of the tents. But again, that is stale. That is like if you were a bloodhound on a 3-day-old scent kind of faint trail.
Yeah, very old. The oldest scent.
That's probably the oldest you're going to get from any of the magic in the immediate vicinity.
I'm going to look forward towards that holy symbol as well.
What holy symbol?
It's a good point. What holy symbol?
And have a look inside the tents and see what's in there.
It's got some kind of like tossed over, not destroyed, but like tossed over disrepair. It's got a couple cots in each. Very basic survival and shelter needs. It's nothing really fancy. Detect Magic isn't picking anything up off of it either.
No. I'll have a look over at Matthias. You haven't taken anything, have you?
No, I was looking for signs of survival if anybody had been there.
Your foot does catch on something that was buried in the dirt, though.
Ooh. I'll go to move the dirt and see what he says.
And that does seem to be setting off very mild detect magic. Out of character pause question. Magic items, what the hell do they have on them? Is it just the spell, like...
Like the spell school.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah,
say,
if you
example,
kinda
Cloak of Protection would be Abjuration, because that's protection magics and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
whatever you feel is, is the best one.
Yeah.
If you can't do that,
Then mix and
then you
match
just
as
say,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, that was one of those things that you could technically see it's magical.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Either
found
way.
Yes, a +1 great sword. Who knows what that actually is, but
Well, that
I'd
was
say
why I was
that's
pulling up like the magic weapon spell.
I'd say that's
'cause
more
that would just be-
enhancement. Like, I'd just call that enhancement.
yeah, but it's
Yeah,
if you
I
go
know.
for an actual school, it's
I know.
The
difficult.
magic weapon spell is transmutation.
So
That's
then.
what it would be then.
Yeah. Okay. Either way.
Either way,
Sorry for the derail. Wanted to make sure I properly.
Oh no, it's better to because this way then you and all of us learn.
But
I
yeah.
love how my
so-
18 my 18 doesn't find it, but his stumbling finds it.
Yeah. Dice just be like that.
Okay.
I apologize if that is.
Nope,
He's just salty.
that's fine. Like I say, I'm just stirring up trouble. I'm just stirring up shit.
Yeah.
Trying to.
I am stirring up shit. That's the problem.
But yeah, you see a small silvery-looking blade in the ground with your detect magic because that does pierce. As long as
Right.
it's less than 1 foot of stone, 1 foot of common metal, or 3 foot of wood or dirt.
Yep.
So it's like a solid foot underground, but you can kind of see this faint outline of it. And your foot stumbled on like the little dirt patch of it being hastily buried.
Ooh. What's this little bad boy here? And I'll pick up the blade.
Well, you'll scooch up the dirt first, but
Yeah. It appears to be a type of sickle. It's got some sort of transmutation mixed with divination magic in there with it.
I'll see if our muscle friends would be able to assist in this. Hey, Gogo,
Yeah.
what do you reckon to this?
I'll come over. Do you let me have it?
Yeah, I'll pass it over.
say I am.
Kind
Currently
of like
someone
hold it in my
below
hand and so what? Do you know anything about it at all? Yeah, as just start like tilting upside down, flipping in, looking around and stuff.
Does have some magical properties. And then if you could spread an elastic, because it's divination.
Okay. I will take the scythe and I will make sure I don't get the fucking Dave, and I'll just take a couple test slashes at the tent, like the side of the tent, just to kind of like do an X, like and just kind of see how it feels and stuff.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't sure if you were actually going to roll or not. It doesn't really matter, I guess, in fairness.
That's what I figured.
I paused for a minute waiting for a roll, and I'm like, wait, you're attacking a non-moving tent.
but
with the-
also I'm waiting on you to ask for the roll.
That's my bad. That's my bad. You swing it a bit. It feels like a fairly standard just sickle. You don't detect anything magical while swinging it or holding it. Doesn't seem to like you very much, though.
Oh.
That's the kind of feeling you get off of your identify.
The weapon is very good, but it doesn't like me. If it could speak, it would be telling me to give it someone else. Like, it doesn't like me for some reason. So I will give it you back.
Mm.
Because the last time I made a weapon mad, I ended up with a lash.
What, that curse?
No, a lash, like a whip. Like, do you not know how a whip works?
Yes, I know how whips work.
Yeah, whips can't curse unless it is cursed itself, but it doesn't inflict curses. Like, do you not know this?
It makes you utter curses. When it hits you.
That is true. I may have said a few curses when I got hit by it because it hurt a lot. But no, the weapon don't like me, so I can't figure out too much. Because it's magically telling me to piss off.
Alice will do the same. Do I
Google's
get the
doing
same
amazing.
vibe?
God.
What?
Ah!
Tell him to magic.
Magically telling you to piss off. It was great.
I'm gonna snoop something real quick before I answer this question.
Hmm?
I was just looking at a thing on a player character sheet,
Okay.
but anyway,
Alignment.
you're a little bit more familiar with magic stuff as a whole, like now that you have it back in your own hand. For whatever reason, it feels like this thing wants to attune but can't.
They could save you for later.
Maybe it likes religious types, but maybe not your kind of religion.
Is it telling you to magically piss off as well?
Not as quite. It's trying to
Oh.
It's more of
create a
a,
bond, but it's not.
it's more
quite
of a,
getting there.
it's not me, it's you kind of problem.
Oh.
With your passive religion, you do notice that there is some sort of holy symbol on it, though it's a very basic sort that you don't immediately recognize.
Paladin Dave, come over here.
Oh, you need a hand?
And I'll just see if you can stab the tent with this weapon. See what happens.
I like how this is how the party's identifying a weapon.
Stabbing a tent, yeah.
We don't have someone who can cast it, so...
I mean, to be fair, I was expecting to swipe the sickle and it to create like a flame arc or something. Like something really overly spectacular and then just be like, fixed it.
Yeah, I will stab the tent with the weapon.
Do you feel your bond or
Do you want
anything,
to attempt
Dave?
any rolls with that, or do you want to just stab the tent with...
I mean, I would, yeah. I mean, would I know something that our friend wouldn't know? However, Dave? I mean, we're both the same religion. I'm guessing they'll do
Does
it.
anybody want to roll an actual knowledge check with their attempted identifying?
I will attempt to use my religion.
You know what? Yeah, I will roll
Dave too.
the religion check.
I'll
How
give
zero do?
He wants guidance.
How does fucking
Maybe we could work together and work it out.
Fancies, yes.
Yeah. I have now got our other Dave helping me.
Team Dave.
Okay, so you two are collaborating on this.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 15s.
Uh,
Oh, 18, sorry.
18.
I forgot I had the 3.
No, well, no, it's technically 2 15s with a +3.
Yeah.
Was there also guidance on that? I wasn't sure if that was being literal or figurative.
Yeah, a lot of guidance on too.
So that's a D4 as well. If I remember right.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh.
Every little helps.
Yeah.
All right. Darn, Rose is AFK. Oh well, you guys get to tell her then.
You know what? We figured out a weapon by stabbing a tent.
It'll work eventually.
It will.
The holy symbol seems to be of one of the goddesses of the moon, though
Ooh.
the number of goddesses of the moon is an incredibly bizarrely large spectrum, considering. Like, for whatever reason, there's like 5 of them, and they all get really mad if you confuse them.
Ah.
Ooh, dear.
Oh dear, oh dear.
But yeah, you do know that moon sickles tend to favor those of more natural persuasions. Despite being attached to a goddess, she's far less divine-oriented. Or at least, modern divine-oriented.
Otherwise known as give it to the druid.
Yes. Perhaps our druid friends might make use of this.
I will hand it to our druid to have a look
When she gets
and
back.
see if it works.
You're back, yeah.
And that was why I cursed Rose being AFK, because she would probably know
She
exactly
does it.
who this
She
is.
does it all at the worst times. Like she picks her moments like fucking beautifully.
Can we play some hold music just while we wait?
Dude.
To do like elevator music.
Yeah. The
Hold
weapon is
because-
important to us.
But
You are
in the
currently second in the queue.
in the meantime, though, is there any other? Like, you found this in there, right? The tent. Was there any other magical weapons, or was it just this one?
This one, as far as I'm aware, in this tent anyway.
Well,
I could always have.
Well, if do you want me to help you check the other tent, because there may be like a nunchuck to go with the sickle, or I think a hammer normally goes with sickles, doesn't it?
Yeah. Damn it, Danny.
You found the hammer of communism.
Yeah.
Why did we know that one was coming?
Every time I heard sickle, I'm thinking icicle for some reason. I thought it was like a.
You've
Fuck's
got a
sake,
skull on the
Liam.
brain.
I thought like musical, like icicle.
Musical.
Musical.
But I'm gonna go and help. I'm gonna go and help Dave search the other tent, looking for the hammer that might go with the sickle.
Good luck.
Let's have a look.
You'll
See what
probably
conf-
need it.
Yeah, I'll just be throwing an assist. Because what I'll probably be doing is like just like wafting my hands across the floor and like sifting through like the dirt, and doesn't anything come up that's bigger than a stone or something. I don't know.
I don't think you want the answer to that question.
What?
Oh no.
Hey, any campers, what do you normally bury in your camping?
Hang on, inside your tent though.
Not inside your tent, but you are
Exactly.
thinking about.
We're good. So, Dave, do you want to roll? Because I'm assisting
Yes.
you.
I shall guide myself at the same time. Is it
So you're just
investigation?
praying to find magic items while digging?
Yes.
Okay.
With-
I'm only asking
with
for
the
clarity.
assistance of the greatest wizard this continent has ever seen.
Exactly.
Yes. That's the phrase.
So an investigation check, I'm guessing.
With
With
advantage.
advantage with his suits.
You watch, it's going to be a nat 20 and he finds fuck all.
And the D4. So on that 20.
A dirty 20.
I turned spicy
Nice.
20.
You do find a far cruder holy symbol than the one that you don't know Matthias has. This one's a mix of bone and rough iron, and it looks kind of like a stick with some dangly bits coming off of it.
Ding.
Oh,
So like
okay.
a cheaply made.
Like a stick as in like a staff, or like a stick as in like maybe like a ruler length.
It's a holy symbol, so it's scaled down drastically smaller.
Okay.
But
So-
it's
So just
kind of like a bone club with
S-
little iron crude filigree on it.
So like for visuals, like in Japan at their temples where they've got them sticks with like the tassely bits hanging off, like almost.
Like that, but sharper and metallic-y,
Okay,
and
I'm with
crude.
you. I'm with you. God.
But yeah, you do find one of those that have been left behind, kind of easily mistakable for just like treat garbage left behind,
I was gonna thank you, but I've just read the fucking
or other
message.
just like nonsense.
Just cheaply made, basically.
I swear, I've got to kill God of All, guys. He's
I wouldn't call it cheaply made because you wouldn't buy it from a store. It's kind of just
Thank you, though, dude.
more handmade
Seriously,
by
thank you.
crude creatures.
I
Yeah.
will make sure to put it to good use somewhere in your name.
Let's go say, Danny, did he just donate?
Yeah,
his foot?
he just donated $5 and just said this is sponsored by OnlyDans. That's why I went to thank him. Then I read the sponsor mess. Then I read the message, and then it was like, "You fuck."
Just go to celebrate and realise what is happening.
Yeah, literally, that's exactly. It was like, "Oh fucking hell, God, thank you for the fuck." Oh,
No.
fuck.
Yeah, just not that one.
It's like, ah, you.
I love him really though.
Yeah. Okay, but I identify the religion.
You found what would loosely be described as a holy symbol. If you wanted to do anything with that, you may.
Hey, Dave, think you can identify this?
Have a go. Would that be a religion check again?
Would be religion.
Would Dave be helping me again?
If you two were collaborating on it, absolutely.
Dave,
Yeah, I'll
will you give me a
assist.
hand? I might need
I
a
will,
waiver.
I will
Oh.
assist. I'll give you guidance.
Oh,
Ooh,
2 19s.
Ooh.
they
Number
one.
played.
I like the double rolls.
Yeah, it's been a lot
He's
of
doing
them.
well tonight.
I think every roll you've made, when you've got advantage, has been like a double.
Yeah.
It's a little hard to tell given its base design and poor shaping and quality, but it seems to be a holy symbol of Yanogu,
Ooh, yay.
Oh, okay.
which is the god of gnolls. God being a very loose, polite term for what he is, but
It's a demon lord. I had to kick his head.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to shut up. I'm too excited.
No, he's definitely technically a demon lord, and you would know that with that role. Just, he is worshipped as a god, and he is treated as a god, and it counts as a holy symbol if you worship him.
That would explain the beasts.
With that, I will also give you, that's a very nice roll. I'm just going to give you some retroactive question answering as well, because you've actually now thought about them for a bit, and you're putting 2 and 2 together. Gnolls that follow Yanogu, they basically just follow, eat, kill, consume, and as they do, they get bigger and bigger until they start as hyenas, they get bigger and they almost explode into gnolls, and then the same is true for becoming true demons of Yanogu. Gnolls are technically humanoids, ish. But as they expand and bloat and become bigger and stronger, eventually they permanently cement themselves as demons of the abyss as well. And they either go out and consume in his name across the land, or they follow behind Yanogu's wake and just eat his scraps.
Ooh.
Dude,
So pretty much.
why?
Sorry.
It would make easy logical sense that might have been what was happening with the gnolls that you guys encountered.
Yeah, that's what our 2 beasts
Why? I don't
transformed
get
into.
It's a. Thank you, but
Oh dear.
why?
And if
They
you're
were,
done, Dave.
They were on the fatter end of their transformation,
Enjoy your
and killing them
VIP,
released all that necrotic
motherfucker.
vile energy into the
Thank
earth
you,
around
man.
them.
I'll definitely try to put some good
I'll
use
relay
to
this information to the
your
group.
like
on that.
$10, like buy
great.
something maybe for the stream or something. I don't know. We'll figure it
So
out.
how many more of these bad boys have we got?
I think that's technically a spell. I realize that was probably a rhetorical question. I'm just like, I think somebody can actually figure that one out.
I do think that once the name came through.
In the
Actually-
meantime, can I be?
Just out of vague curiosity, would Gorgor have ever heard the Yanogu before? Because I'd imagine maybe orc tribes would have possibly encountered like roving gnolls or something. That's
You
what.
may absolutely make a history check to
Yeah.
see if you'd have any.
It's something I feel like he could know. That's why I'm asking. Never mind.
Gorgor just remembers the battle parts of the battles. He doesn't really remember caring about who or why or what of the battles. So,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
remembers wrestling a gnoll once, and it was a really good fight, and he cast a lot of good spells on the gnoll, but
Yeah,
about all he
and then I
remembers.
gave it a brain buster and I popped its head like a toothpaste cap.
Literally,
Power punch kill.
Yeah.
like one
So-
punch.
So I'm gonna have a quick look around to see if there's anything threats and see if anything's
No.
sneaking up on us or anything.
That is
Absolutely.
That is one thing that is a no-go. But I will.
I am too busy laughing at them trying to figure out what this thing does.
God, I gave you
Yeah,
VAPF
you're
for the
watching
first
just
one, you motherfucker.
the very traditional
I thought, to be fair, I thought you've been around ages
them
enough for you to deserve
arguing
it,
and
but dude,
trying to solve things, and
Thank you not only for the $5,
it's
Twig?
but for
ridiculous.
the second $5.
It is
Thank
working.
you.
It is
And then the
absolutely working.
$10.
But Matthias recalls certain television shows
Yeah.
that might
Yeah.
similarly mirror such behavior.
I have no idea what a television is, but it sounds entertaining.
So your roguish ways.
I feel like I'm being insulted, but it wasn't very insulting.
He's not a rogue, he's a ranger.
I'm great at finding things, and that thing is money.
His favorite enemy
Yeah.
people with money. And his
Same
favorite
thing a
terrain is
rogue
places with
does.
money.
Bless.
I apologize.
God's trying to make me post on OnlyDans.
Is it working?
He just gave me another 15.
Aw.
You have to
That's
post
sweet.
now, Danny. It's the law.
Okay, I'll post, but I'm gonna post like the most mundane like selfie, like just innocuous bullshit.
Oh
Um,
dear.
I do not know how much longer Rose will be. Do people want to
Should we just assume?
make a quick save here and come back to it when Rose is back? And
Yeah. Well, wibbly wobbly when she eventually decides to get back. I assume someone's probably phoning and pestering her.
you guys are
Yeah.
absolutely welcome to stay in this area if you so choose. I'm just
Thank you for
Just,
the sub.
I have
like,
plot, and you guys
3
aren't getting
months.
to it.
hey, if you guys wanted to spend the whole session here dicking about, you may absolutely enjoy.
Just
I've
wanted
got
to be longer, but-
information, but you are
Yeah,
kind of
thank you.
bleeding the land dry.
Well, shouldn't we maybe search the area in case we find? Oh wait, no, because if those things killed the monkey might have turned back into a gnoll. So we might need to look for a gnoll corpse, or if the monkey lived and ran away, we could possibly find it as well, because that was the thing causing them people we can't talk about trouble back in the place we can't talk about.
Okay,
Potentially.
So until Lovey decides that speaking is a thing again, so should we go look for the monkey knoll?
Yes, let's go look for the monkey.
No, monkey knoll, because
Knoll.
it might turn into a knoll again, maybe. I don't know.
We will see.
It could just be a monkey.
Or it could be no.
Wait, are you a knoll?
I don't think I'm a no.
Do I need to put you to sleep to find out?
No, I think I'm fine.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah,
I think you should try it.
I'm gonna approach Dave and like, are you sure? Cause
Which Dave? Paladin Dave or Dave?
Paladin Dave.
Alright.
I am sure I'm not a no.
I think we should check you though, to be sure.
Well,
No.
I'm gonna keep a very close eye on you, and if my magic says
I
you may be
agree.
a no, I'm gonna just warning you fairly that I might have to fix you.
Okay.
How would you fix Paladin Dave?
Or the same way we fix the other ones.
Station.
But either way, so shall we go look for the monkey knoll, maybe monkey?
Yes, I think we should.
Okay. We go looking for monkey knoll, maybe knoll, monkey. I can't even save myself.
Roll me a looking for whatever you just said check.
A roll for bullshit check.
Yeah.
22.
Okay. With a solid roll like that,
Because I'm either looking for the
damn it.
corpse of a knoll, or the monkey corpse, or
as you take a broader look around, skimming the landscape a bit better, you do find other traces of the quote-unquote monkey knoll. The traces do seem to be leading in the direction of where you came from, so this is probably closer to its originating source and less so it's it didn't run this way, it likely came this way to wherever you just were, and you're
Okay.
not seeing much in the way of ways it could have left.
So it probably.
It's so big and
melted.
massive, it's very easy to see where it would like knock stuff over out
Yeah.
of the way.
So it's like it got to where we killed those two and then just nothing.
Mhm.
I think.
But you do seem to see its trail heading, not in quite a direct beeline, it's definitely roamed around a bit, but it is loosely heading northeasterly.
Or headed from you.
Or, yeah.
Yeah. It seems like it came from that way, but I think it's no longer here. I think it melted, maybe, like the others
With
did.
you guys loosely around
But-
here.
And I'll point in the general direction of where the tracks head. The monkey knoll, maybe monkey, came from that way. So, is it worth maybe looking to see where it came from, in case it monkey dad or monkey mum come, or maybe monkey children? I don't know.
Yeah, monkey family might be a bit bigger than the.
So it might be worth at least seeing if there is more, following where it came from.
I think it would be always wise to follow the path with a bit of caution.
Yeah, we'll be super sneak. We'll get a bush, hold it in front of you, and you can be a walking bush, like the tumbleweeds. That's what they call them.
Is Gorgor trying to tell everyone to cast Pass Without Trace?
Or, no, I'm more like the meld with trees. Like, you know, the
You
spell
want with
where you
tree.
can like go into the greenery, but you become a tumbleweed.
Unfortunately, I have not got that type of power.
Well, it's easy. I could help you, and I'll get a bush that's about his size, and kind of you just hold it and keep it in front of you. And literally, I'm ripping like an entire bush, just roots and all, out of the ground. Just
Yeah.
and when an enemy comes, you just kind of pop a squat and just wait, and then you move again. You watch this
Yeah,
plan.
imagine
You
the
watch
pan
this.
size
You watch this
cardboard
plan
box.
fucking work. You tell me it's gonna be like Solid Snake with a cardboard box.
Yeah.
Shall we continue down the path?
Yes.
Are you taking your bush, Dave?
I think I'll leave the bush here for that, but thank you for the offer.
Okay. We'll head out cautiously. No worries, God. Take as long as you need, man.
Alright, is Gorgor bringing a bush?
Absolutely. I mean, I
Okay.
doubt there's a bush big enough, but I'll get the biggest one that's feasible to wield.
Probably big enough to make a dress out of.
Literally, I'll just get the biggest bush that is wieldy, that literally I will just hold in front of me as I'm walking, and then if enemy comes, you just kind of squat and just hide behind it, like.
throw me some stealth checks.
Yeah.
Well, I already rolled mine, so we're not doing well.
Don't worry, Gorhora, I've mentally adjusted the DC for your attempt at stealth.
Yes.
Oh.
By in which you've made the DC 3 times as big. Either that, or it's like it actually does something, and Gorgo's just stumbled on it.
I have no idea how exactly you're intending to beat a DC 90, but sure.
Shit.
Not with my roll.
Okay. This is really not looking good for this stealth roll. 10's the highest.
No, 20. Oh no,
as
he's got
No.
disadvantage. Shit.
well. I got my heavy armor on. I'm a chunky boy.
Ooh.
Hey now, there are other people in the party being just as equally stealthy as the ranger is, so that's probably a good sign.
So yeah, we
Yeah,
just
like
need...
on.
Yes, we just need the...
The druid.
And...
Gabe.
The the metal man.
Bowers, come back. We need you.
Carl, would you like to participate in this stealth? Or are you just trotting along at pace?
I'm just trotting along. I'm not going to intervene. Them carry on, be children. It's fine.
We're all sneaking along and just see like somebody behind us just walking normally.
Just clank, clank.
Yeah, so Gabriel is just walking.
I can't
Gabriel's-
stealth.
None of us can. We can still try.
No, it's alright.
Gabriel's
like-
just walking along, and there's like Gorgor with a bush, and then a train of children behind him, all trying to hide behind him in like a single file line.
That's the way
just
to do it.
imagining now this crouched orc just crouch walking, holding a bush. Just everyone walking behind him.
And probably the thing is, probably not even like trying to hide, just walking normally. The bush is that tall, it's just...
It's like a walking
Okay.
wall.
What on earth are you lot doing? Then
But
We
stealthy.
have no idea.
Oh my god.
Lovey's that stealthy, we forgot to bring her with us.
Luffy's that stealthy, she thought fuck this and left.
That's actually what it is. She's just faking a phone call so she doesn't have to deal with this.
Yeah.
Damn, why didn't I think of that?
Oh, Michael, is that your phone ringing in the background?
Oh, yeah. 1 second.
Oh,
Damn, how could you hear my phone on silent?
but anyway.
As the party advances,
Yeah.
I did kind of loosely draw the line, but you'd be deviating off of the path for more of a direct route if you were following the monkey tracks
Yeah.
in reverse.
Yeah. To basically try and keep them in line of sight and follow them to wherever the fuck they came from.
Yeah, the party's gonna travel for a solid few hours. You guys left fairly early morning, considering. So it's preaching mid-evening now, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
Does the party want to presume at any point a short rest?
Do people need a short rest or?
I don't.
I don't.
Oh, okay.
Short rest of a pansy, Sky God.
Just wanted to ask
Yeah,
for clarity
just-
reasons.
Damn it, now you've got bloody Madagascar stuck in my head. Yeah, just a bunch of pansies.
NGs.
As the party approaches, someone who has a positive int score remembers that loosely this is the direction that you were told the quote-unquote bandits were hiding out at.
I feel attacked.
Uh-huh. So do I.
What, have you got a negative int score as well?
Yep.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Yeah, if I recall correctly, the Daves are surprisingly smart for how they act.
I have just
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, but it's the difference between high intelligence but like bottomed at wisdom.
No,
At
no,
least he's
Cleric
negative
Dave
one.
is 13 int, 16 wisdom.
Doesn't act
That's-
like it.
No, he doesn't.
Far from it.
I'd say
Oh.
my best mental stat is charisma.
Yep. And then Paladin Dave also has a 13 int, he just doesn't have the wisdom to go with it.
Unfortunately not.
Wait, what? Right.
What?
Yeah. Ignore me, sorry. I'm just.
I always do.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys remember this was loosely the direction that you were originally headed.
Mm-hmm.
What that information does for you, entirely your discretion. But
Pardon me.
there does seem to be some loose overlap from where the monkey came from and where you were headed.
So it's like it's not direct, but it's vague. It seems to be vague enough that it's probably this direction and stuff.
The monkey did a
Well-
lot of stomping around, and its trail gets old enough where it's hard to say, like, you know, there's a bit of a spiraling around, just kind of hunting in
Yeah.
Well,
the
let's,
general
just,
vicinity.
let's go and make whoever lives up here an endangered species.
After you, Gabriel, then.
So it'd be safe. Gogo would say the treks are getting harder to track, but it looks like it is coming from the place that we were told about up here. Maybe.
And damn bandits.
Oh, I thought it was Brandbits. I thought it was like new breakfast.
It's very tasty, isn't it?
Find the bandits. You're more than welcome to try to eat them if you wish, but bear in mind, cannibalism is frowned upon.
It's not cannibalism if they're not an orc.
He got you there.
Just
Right,
like
start with them.
Carl, I didn't hear what you said at first because you might cut out.
Sorry, I says, well, I'll get some butter, coat Paladin Dave and Dave in it, throw them over a campfire, and if you want them for starters to get your
I
appetite
mean, you've already
going,
coated them. I mean, they're still coated in gravy.
that's
They are.
gravy, not butter. We want proper butter.
Oh,
Gravy's to flavour, butter's to give it the good juiciness and keep it moist.
well, let's see if the bandits are there first, and maybe if they're. I wonder if the bandits are the monkeys.
Or the monkeys are the bandits.
The
Let's
monkeys
find
could
out.
be the bandits, yeah. So let's go and find the monkey, no bandit, bandit, no monkey, maybe just monkey, maybe bandit things.
Or maybe all. Let's go.
The things, yeah. Let's go find the things. Welcome back, God.
The thing in the place.
Yeah.
Dumber, come on, let's go.
Is the party attempting to still be stealthy?
I was
yeah.
never trying to be
I
stealthy.
have I have no intention of dropping stealth. So do I need to reapply? With Bush?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
I just wanted to know intentions.
Has Bush will
Yeah.
travel.
I'm just gonna collect everyone
Ye.
so I can cheat.
Oh, I've been collected. Oh.
Well, because I did the health auras for the people I could do health auras for, so I can just copy paste you guys instead of having to redo that
Mm.
repeatedly.
Mm.
Ah.
What good food did you have, God, when you were while we were bullshitting around?
You begin approaching the entrance to this large, massive-looking half mausoleum, half crypt. It's hard to pin down exactly. It looks incredibly ancient relative to the rest of the architecture in the immediate vicinity.
Nice, man. Sounds really nice, actually.
It's a mix of fortress and tomb.
Luke Dave. It's a fortress.
Oh.
If anyone would like to attempt any checks to acquire specific details on it,
I'll do
Go
a
ahead.
perception.
throw me perception. You are keeping an eye out.
I am.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the general gist of what this place looks like. Your kind of
Okay.
head's just on a swivel.
Guys, the building's there. It looks old. And there's a door-ish.
It looks very old, yeah, because it looks like it's broken.
And we distinguish how old it is?
Well, didn't you hear him say it was very? So its age is very.
Yeah, of course, it's very old.
Yeah. So that's how old it is.
Do you know how old it is?
Very.
What, back to the ancients?
Well, very old would probably go back there, yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Don't worry, Dave. I will help teach you ages of things. It's like this, and points to like a nearby flower. That's pretty new. That's how old it is. Very old.
In the meantime, in the meantime, we've been here for so long. We should probably be moving inside.
Were you like going ahead?
I'm going to carry on walking forward, getting away from this really bad story.
Do you want to go ahead and have a look because you're normally doing that?
That is a very good point. I will go with that one, and we will both have a look ahead.
And
From
then,
this really bad story.
well, no, we're walking and talking, I'd imagine. So like, you guys probably go like a little bit ahead, and we'll keep following.
Yeah, I stealth ahead, and I perceive. I see nothing. Everything sees me.
Stealth, because do you know what? For the laugh of it, I'm going to.
Go ahead.
I believe you have dark vision. Are you also carrying a light source?
Me, no.
We'll be following in. After.
Oh yeah, I was going for the lead scout, though.
Oh,
Anyone
right.
else coming along? Similar questions.
No light source, nothing.
So
Uh,
it's pretty abysmal for us. We know.
I have a candle. To help you.
You can use that candle for everyone else.
Yay!
This is where you're gonna apply the proper version of dark vision now, aren't you?
I think I've got dark vision, haven't I?
Dark vision
Warforged, I
work
do
the
not
way
believe.
all of us. Yeah, not the way most of us have been using it. So
I'm not going to hard one-to-one apply it, but
yeah,
it is a factor in DCs instead.
Okie
But similarly, a light source would be impacting stealth, so it's that trade-off.
In that case, I will not use a candle.
Yeah, so of the people discussing candles and the like, how many people are actually going into the initial entrance?
I will be
I
heading in as well.
will after the first two going because they're like scouting ahead.
Yeah. Because that was the original plan that I was told as the DM was they're going to scout ahead, so I want to educate at that before.
I'd imagine they're
Yeah.
probably like what is like 30 seconds ahead. Fair to say, 30 seconds to a minute ahead, maybe.
Probably.
I'm kind of asking more for like Matthias,
Yeah.
or would you go further
I'm just-
ahead?
I'm just going. So
Okay. I'll say about that. About a minute. I think that sounds about right, doesn't it? Because a minute is like a good distance away.
All right, party members. Boop. And then I believe it's.
Oh, I see darkness.
Hello, darkness,
Trying
my
to remember
old
that.
friend.
My old friend.
Just got copyright striked again.
I believe I properly centered everyone.
okay.
Yeah.
But here's the question, Danny.
Yeah.
Who are you getting copyright strikes by?
Well, it might be Simeon and Graf.
Okay. Okay. Not the not the other one then.
Garfunkel.
No,
Disturbed.
Disturbed.
Oh yeah, they did a cover, didn't they?
Yeah.
For those-
When I think of that song, I think of the original.
I always think of the Disturbed
what?
version.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
No, not that. Well, yes, them, but not that.
Oh,
Song.
yeah. Not
Them,
the
them, yes, but not that song.
Yeah.
Ian
Very
was
different.
disturbed.
Yeah, we kind of avoided that.
For those in the advanced scouting party, I moved you up just to separate you from, and then Liam kept following, so I guess
I
Liam was
will-
there
Liam,
too.
Liam.
No, I can't
Fuck
say
off.
so. I don't see the dark.
If you do not have a light source and do not have dark vision, you are working entirely off of the base lighting coming in from the sun outside.
I actually need to
So
check.
you're going to be almost explicitly on about this much light.
Oh.
Like you can only see about that kind of tunnel.
Ooh, maybe it's fun. In the meantime, I'm just looking at this going, I see statues. I'm suddenly not very happy. Okay, so stealthing?
Yep.
I'm stealthing, the other one's flanking, but yeah.
Yeah, your stealth roll is still valid.
So I'm going here and peeking around the corner.
And then passive perception on both of you.
Passive
Oh my-
perception.
In addition
Passive.
to.
Okay, my passive is...
Because I do see your initial roll.
Oh, I got dark vision. Nice.
Passive is a 13.
My passive is a 10.
Yeah, and then you're gonna peek around the corner. Let me.
What he's waiting for us around the corner.
Beautiful. Wasn't sure if orcs had dark
It seems
vision.
to be a small side hallway.
Oh no.
And then Gabriel, outside of the light, you are basically on about 5 to 10 feet of you can kind of make stuff out.
Yeah. I'm staying close to my partner here. Just in case it does need muscle.
Hang on. I will go to the next corner. And that is meant to be against the top wall, so that's it. I'm guessing this is just a 5 foot.
Yeah, it's a 5-foot tunnel. It's a little off-centered, but while you're doing that, you hear a faint swooshing sound behind you, as if something just darted past.
I'll turn around and I'll come back to the statue a bit and I'll have my weapon drawn. And I'll say to you, oh, did you hear something then? Anyone? Hello?
Hello. Well,
Yeah, on top-
I said yes, I did, but
I didn't hear you, sorry.
Yeah, I didn't hear you either.
He's all...
what do I see around this corner? As he's
Uh,
checking out the swooshing sound.
Let me get that.
Oh,
Whoa!
what? I saw that.
That
Oh,
swooshed
no.
quick.
Panic, panic.
I
Panic,
didn't say you heard
panic.
a swooshing noise.
Panic, panic, panic.
Panic
Panic.
at the
Wee woo, wee
discotheque.
woo.
Wee woo, wee woo.
I wasn't sure if that would display or not, but interesting.
Yeah, I saw it swoosh across.
I didn't see anything.
Good.
That's because old man eyes were old.
Okie dokie.
They soon
carry on this
realised it was
corridor.
Gorgor for passing gas. Oh, no.
Ooh, that's fun. Why am I going everywhere?
You're in
Oh,
the
you're in the
darkness.
wall.
What are you doing?
I tried to move up, and instead of my character moving, the whole map moved, and I stayed stationary.
What?
You didn't.
I saw you move into the wall.
That's the thing, is me moving into the wall is me trying.
Yeah.
The character stayed central, and the rest of the map moved instead. And I'm like, that's not it. Fix,
Yeah.
please.
You head into the unknown.
Pause on that movement real quick,
Okay.
just as you're
awesome.
inching along.
Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah. So we
Because I
paused
assume, given your slow pacing,
Yeah.
there's plenty of time for the party to eventually come in
Well,
behind.
that's why I've been slowly moving myself in, because I assumed
Yeah.
as much.
Yep. I will be doing sneaky as well.
I'm going to actually go up, because the other guys have gone that way.
That is a reason.
Also
Something
mildly
to do.
stalling time for Rose to potentially get back, but
Yep.
I don't
Get
want
to
to
here.
pause the whole session.
And I realise I
This is
can't see
standing
anything
a lot,
anymore.
a lot. This is
Oh, you
actually standing a
can't?
lot.
Can you not see?
I cannot see.
Ah, good luck.
I am black.
I've got 60 foot, so I'm gonna go because
Okay.
I could imagine I can hear the clicky clacks of feet going to the right, so I'm gonna
Okay.
go
You-
up.
Yeah,
'cause, like
I'm going to
there's
stay
no
by the
there's,
entrance.
there's no point
I will-
checking the same place twice. So let's
Yes.
go check a new place.
Dave, stay by the entrance alone.
No, I've just filled a wall to get round.
Wrong person. You're Paladin Dave. I want about Dave, not Paladin Dave.
No, that's Clout
Clout
Dave.
Dave.
Who cares? You're Paladin.
do.
Other Dave. Shut up. Just stand by the entrance.
Who's the other Dave?
Clout Dave.
In the meantime,
Who's on first?
In the meantime,
Oh no. I see initiative box.
Panic!
I like just how subtly that.
It wasn't subtle. Don't lie.
just boom, here be the initiative. This way lies initiative. You fuck.
Yeah, but which way is it, Michael? Is it your doorway, your hallway, or my doorway?
Ah. Well, given the fact that we
I just want to point out as well, I am still technically wielding a bush. Like, I could technically use it as a stick. I just want to say my current drawn weapon is bush.
You gonna be
And not only that, because of Tavern Brawler, I'm proficient with bush.
bush.
Can you
Oh,
stealth roll for your bush? If you're still stealthed in it.
What on earth?
Well, yeah, because I have been using it as a stealth mechanic device, even inside
Need to roll
here.
stealth.
No, I'm still stealthing, even in here.
I don't need to roll to see if you're
I
stealthy.
don't
though.
think shrubbery will work inside a building.
It won't, but
Wait,
Google thinks it
bush
will.
is-
He will herb you to death. Yes, just beat them with a bush.
Bush.
Gorgor, with your dark vision, you were able to barely make out kind of a faint wooden doorway up ahead of you.
Okay, I was gonna say that's why you didn't go further. Okay.
It's kind of murky, kind of hard to tell, but there's some sort of solid
Yeah, because I've
wall
I've-
door. You see metal glinting off the light behind you.
Yeah, because I've got another 10 feet of dark vision. So yeah, that's perfect.
And then everyone gets the honor of rolling initiative after Cleric Dave tells me where he's standing, or if he's staying at the entrance.
He said he was staying at the entrance.
In the
Just making
entrance.
sure.
So I can at least, I'm hanging out with the druid.
Nat 20.
Not 19.
Nat 10.
Nat 2.
Oh, yikes.
I don't even, and that's not without my next level where I might get to add my charisma to that as well.
Cleric Dave.
I'm going to, for sanity, Rose is in temporal stasis of non-existence until otherwise
Yeah,
acknowledged.
Doesn't do anything.
just-
Nothing can be done to.
Just waiting outside.
Yeah, what it is,
Yep.
she'll come running in at some point when her
Yep.
consciousness regains.
When we're all dead.
Yeah, she just has action, move double her speed into the building, and then take an action as normal to catch up to the combat.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone is loosely where they are. As the only one that can loosely be seen is this boy coming out from behind the statue behind Gorgor.
Oh, he's in the sunlight a little bit,
Oh no,
so I can't see him.
oh no,
You can barely see him, yeah?
oh no. And I'm assuming, does it look like that almost exactly, or is it just token sake?
Almost exactly. It is in the darkness. It's hard to tell, especially with it moving about. But it looks like some sort of roided out
Goat dragon.
imp.
Looks like a goat.
It looks like an imp if somebody cast enlarge and enhance on it.
Wait, so when did the imp go on CSI? Zoom in, enhance.
Yeah.
Oh, there's my sword.
And
Oh no, he got 20 as well.
I'm gonna tell you for simplicity's sake, it definitely doesn't have a -1 on its initiative.
Oh,
Yeah.
he has a -2.
Shit. Does it look angry?
Go for the one going up the corridor. That isn't Dave. Don't attack the Dave.
I will try. I will try, God.
And then I'll just keep tabs on those initiatives until.
Okay.
Turn. Oh, those are even already sorted for me. Nice. Or they were. I'll fix
Zero.
that.
Why am I at the bottom? Hey, oh no.
There you
Go
go.
back down, go back down.
Reverse, reverse.
All right, and as that happens,
Just-
again, you are not all immediately hostile until at least you hear this creature's action,
Okay.
because they were in stealth. But
Mm-hmm.
a large blue imp comes out from behind one of the statues and immediately just attempts to come up behind Gorgor.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear.
It's gonna be down. There we go. And it's gonna attempt to claw at him with one hand and then tail attack him with the other.
We should have took a short rest, didn't we?
Mhm.
Oh well.
I mean, all I'd lost from the other combat was one rage. Like, literally, that's it. Nothing.
Use it for spending hit die if you really wanted.
I didn't even need to. I was max health.
16 and 21s versus AC.
Both hit, yeah.
Ouch.
I'll just roll it all as one then.
I'll roll all of this.
Those are some big dice.
He is not raging yet.
Yeah, I'm down to 9.
Ow.
9.
9.
And then it flies away, not provoking opportunity attacks on its movement.
Because it's got flyby.
Fly, bye, 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 bye.
I've got a question about the like.
Imp.
But no, it don't affect.
If you've got
okay.
if you've got Sentinel, Liam,
It won't affect it.
no, it does, because that's what I did to Michael's pterodactyl in the Friday campaign. Remember with Winfred. Remember when I pulled his pterodactyl out the air with my mace because of flyby? Sentinel does overrule it, because regardless of like abilities and disengages, you can still provoke an attack.
No, it's only face disengage.
This one is
If it
specifically
isn't-
does not provoke opportunity attacks. End of sentence.
Oh.
Otherwise,
But-
you would be correct.
It might not be flyby, it might be something different.
Technically flyby, it's one or the other. I ruled it in one way because Sentinel does that, but
Let's go to D&D
Oh.
Beyond.
Yeah,
and
I
we'll
suppose
face
it
that
could
flyby.
just be a DM ruling thing, but yeah.
yeah.
Owls have
I'm just
flyby,
going by
don't-
rules or words as written.
Owl.
But yeah, that is the whole of its turn.
Yeah, it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. It doesn't disengage. It doesn't have to do it, so my sentinel won't work.
This is also not flyby as note, but similar
but
enough.
Flyby thought technically wouldn't work because it's not disengaging. It's just an opportunity attack.
Either way.
Yep.
Your
It
turn.
is what it is. It's what it is.
Is it on the ground or flying at this
Oh.
point?
It's landed on the ground. It's kind of... It can fly, but it seems to only be using its flying for bursts of movement. It doesn't staying sustained in the air.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is it me?
Yeah, you're at the top of the turn order.
Oh, I can run in and I can see him. I can see him in the light. And I will use, when I can get to it, my great sword.
Well, my character is
Oh,
written below my webcam, and you can,
50.
if you look next to my webcam, which is that way, you can see the
yeah, you're good.
names pop up of the characters when someone speaks, so you can like kind of
Let's do
put the
some
voice
damage.
to the character. I am Gorgon, the orc
No
wizard.
ones or twos is that? Nope.
Wizard.
That is some solid damage.
14 damage.
Is that the beginning, middle, and end of your damage?
Yes, that is the end of it for now.
Okay.
What divine sense?
Yes, Bush
Yes,
boy.
you did have divine sense.
I'm not used to being
The
paladin.
greatest wizard in all
I
the
even
land, and
loosely
the
made that joke while you
smartest.
guys were outside.
I thought someone else was missing something. I didn't realize it was me.
Of course, we know that Liam's not paying attention to something.
No, I was paying attention. I just kind of forgot paladins have that.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
really
wait,
funny.
wait.
Somebody was asking if they knew where any other demon monkeys were, and I'm like, I think that's a spell or ability someone has. And then nobody responded.
I thought
Okay.
it was somebody else though. I didn't realize it was me.
Yeah, but Liam, you should know your fucking class.
I know my class. I haven't done paladin that much.
So
you
no,
weren't paying attention.
so the point is,
You
hang on.
don't know
hang
your
on,
class then,
I was
do
going
you?
to say, you've just said you know your class, you just didn't know about that paladin.
No, you don't know your class.
I
Exactly,
know my,
you don't know
I know
your
my
class.
spells. I know me health and my actions.
But you don't know some of
my,
your key
you-
abilities of being a paladin.
Oh
I
my
know they're on
Jesus,
patterns. It's
Reb.
just my
You
divine
don't,
sensitivity in
Liam.
life.
Just say you don't know the class well enough yet.
I don't know
It's
well
okay,
enough
Liam.
yet.
Liam, we forgive you.
I don't. I don't.
But then for bonus action, actually no, I'm not going to do a bonus action. That's in my
Sure.
turn.
Okay.
Yeah. Only got one health got left.
From out of the corner to Paladin Dave's left, a second presence flies in and
Oh,
swoops down towards him, making 3 swipes with its claws.
that's not very nice.
I think it's fine.
Ooh,
Oh,
and
that one. Yeah.
Oh, nat one,
Them
baby.
other 2 hit though.
Natty one, baby.
Okay.
Oh,
Interesting.
Those will be 10 minutes. And it's going to jump back in.
yeah. Did you put that in the
Great.
Facebook by chance?
yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, my phone's just pinged.
I'm gonna let her just come in right at the end of initiative for this round then.
Well, she said she's gonna be 10
Yep.
minutes, so
Yeah, well, between everyone's turns, I
Yeah.
You've
figured.
seen how long we take.
Either way, I'll get to that last one in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Emphasis on one. But first off, it's 2 original swings. You're taking 12 points of slashing damage,
Oh dear. Okay.
Oh, your paladin.
and the third
Dave,
one
okay.
kind of catches its wing wrong on your armor, and it is not able to fly away off of its attacks anymore because its wing is damaged until healed with a short rest.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Damn.
Behind Gabriel, who can barely see in this tunnel, squeezing.
Fuck.
I know how to fix this. Aha.
Flying or walking, because you can't fly in a 5-foot room, can you?
And squeezing.
It's kind of darting towards you, like,
Falling
Yeah.
with style.
yeah, there you go. You can call for Dave as free action. I'm pretty sure you're going to do it even if I say you can't, so.
It would be even better if you could actually.
I'll type quickly.
Or can you cack for Devay?
Look, I didn't want to say that word out loud.
No, I am fully willing to say that he wants to cack for Devay.
Devay, mate, you
You
go
can
ahead.
activate as much as you want.
Yeah.
Yay! Oh, you
That
invented a
is-
new language.
That is a painful sentence.
Of course it is.
I typed it quickly.
Ian wrote it.
But no, this red one, it seems to have, like, taken, like, not a literal dash action, but kind of, like, thrown its weight in your direction and landed. It seems to be a lot less flighty than the other 2.
Oh no.
But it does take a deep breath in and ask you both to politely make dexterity saving throws against a giant cone of fire
Oh.
in this tiny hallway.
Yeah, nicely,
Okay.
you know.
Poor, fail miserably.
That is 2 fails.
Told ya.
Yay.
12 fire damage.
I've just been warmed up.
That's 2/3 of my health gone.
Yes, it is.
2/3 of your health gone. Laughs at 9 HP
Look,
barbarian.
look,
Ow.
I'm a 6 HP paladin.
Congratulations, you have what, 3 more HP than me at the moment.
Shit.
I'm on the
Definitely
lowest.
that.
Wait,
I
3
do
more
feel
than
as if-
who? Me or Dave?
I
I'm
do
a
feel
big-
as if I have successfully precedented you guys with take maximized HP. I want to be double sure.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Still don't think-
Either way, that is both of them added to initiative, which I'll do right now.
Yeah, because I got 30, which is 2 12s and 2 3s.
Where did the add to turn button go?
Elsewhere, probably.
Like, right click add to turn order is just not happening. Or that one. I don't know, that's weird. I'll worry about it later. They can just both act on the green one since they fit in the same initiative slot anyway. let me sort descending, and then we are here. There you are. Gabriel, what you doing for us?
That one in its face for breathing fire on me.
I will give you source of light for this attack because you are acting immediately after you got torched.
Yeah.
But I will also note that there are no other light sources in this hallway aside from the fire that was breathed on you.
I can deal with that some way or another.
Okay.
Right, so... what have I got? What have I got? So I'll do my first attack anyway.
That is a hit. 12 points of damage. Oh, I know why this one's broken.
Did we have a rest between the last battle?
You cut out a little bit. What?
Did we have a rest? Short rest?
No.
No.
No. Okay, so I can't use that then.
The party refused.
Yeah, should have thought of that. Well, that's me done then.
Alright, that is a pretty meaty blow, though. You did take out a good chunk of its HP.
Good, he took a big chunk of mine out as well. If it's any fair.
Gorgor, how mad are you?
Pretty mad, pretty hurt too. So I'm gonna get extra angry and I'm gonna do a bonus action to rage.
Alright.
I'm gonna take my bush 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna use Thorn Whip.
Alright.
I've pre-assumed the bush is just 1d4 to match my unarmed strike because it's not exactly going to enhance my damage anymore.
Yeah. I believe it's the same either way, yeah.
I get advantage. It's a 23 to hit with bush.
Yeah, bush hits.
I do 6 points of damage. Oh, 6 points of damage plus 2, so 8 points of damage.
Wow.
Gorgor's bush, how do you want to do this?
I just get so mad in the moment, and I grab the bush from both the bottom where the roots are and the top, and I kind of break the bush in half over the back of its neck, and then kind of just let all the thorns in the bush just stick in it and just let it go with it.
Yep, that is that creature solved.
It's the solved.
Mentally takes a note. Thorn Whip's a great spell.
And you didn't even learn it from the book, you just came up with it by yourself.
Yeah, I made that spell, yeah.
Are you becoming like a sorcerer too?
And maybe those innovative wizards that like have spells named after them. Gorgor's magnificent Thorn Whip. I'll be known throughout the world. But that is me. Actually, no. I moved. Hang on, how much did I move? I moved 15 foot to there.
I'll be very careful, Danny, because that sounds some really bondage stuff.
20, 25, 30, and I'll start moving up to this one, ready to.
Didn't you kill that when you one attack?
Yeah.
Are you going to attack left?
No.
No. We're not high enough to have 2.
Not level 5. Don't have Great Weapon Master, so. And even if I had Great Weapon Master, I bonus action raged, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's me done though.
Alright. Matthias, up to you.
Okay, so I can see him, and it's sort of still a little bright from the flames, correct?
Yeah. You also do have better vision than Gabriel, so less bright, but also need less vision. Yeah, you're good.
Okie dokie. I do not have an advantage, but I would like to throw a dagger at this one.
Go for it.
So I don't have an advantage, but I do still have an ally within.
Yep. That is a hit.
9 points of damage.
Yeah. You
Must be very hot.
you drop the creature.
Oh.
That dagger goes in right into the throat, and fire just kind of sputters out of its throat, leaving a small light source, and it's Done.
God. What the hell, dude? Like, you
If
fucking-
Gogo was looking at this, he'd probably become a flame tongue dagger.
No, currently Gorgo is posting on OnlyDans, apparently, according to God,
Oh no.
for the $5 donation.
Dave.
Oh dear.
Dave.
I appreciate that you both killed it right on the bubble. Like Gorgor's rage damage and your one was the like deciding factor on killing those.
The one sneak attack damage. Hello.
Welcome back.
Weird.
Thank you.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
I killed a demon with my bush.
Oh, I didn't even get involved. Nice.
No, I really did.
Sorry.
You come in at the end of initiative and you have double your move speed for your first turn to get into the combat.
Okay.
Wait, she's not on
That
the
seems the
board.
fairest way to
Yeah,
rule it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he was too busy communicating.
Where am
with
I?
nature.
Yeah, you're not on the board at the minute.
You're technically outside, but there's your
Okay.
token.
Sorry about
yeah.
that.
Michael, just ended turn, or did you have anything else you were doing with your move bonus?
Can I use what little bit of my movement I've got to kind of just sweep round, pull the dagger out?
Oh yeah,
After
like
I've thrown it?
step over Gabriel, pull dagger, step back.
Yeah, I literally just kind of just climb up the wall, go round, grab it, come back, and then carry on.
Absolutely.
And then carry on exploring this way,
Absolutely.
stealthily.
Yeah, just wait until you turn a corner and you see a bush half impaled in a demon.
Was there a stealth roll attached to that?
Kidaki. Yes, I can stealth as a bonus action, can't I? I could also have dashed, but... Stealth.
Okay.
Oh.
I believe I'm doing well with this whole hiding thing.
We'll sneak that in there.
We'll
There you go.
sneak that in there, that sounds fun.
Dan the Third.
And the food, I like that. So what does Cleric Dan currently Dave see?
Gorgor has manhandled one of the gigantic imps with a bush. Another one is landed by Paladin Dave, but still fairly unharmed.
And it's got a gammy wing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use a healing word on Gorgor.
Oh.
Alright.
Thanks. Damn, 7? That's decent.
Good roll.
Yeah, it puts me back up to 16.
Wait,
Nice.
plus 6? Oh, because you're a life? Wait,
Life.
you're a life cleric? Right?
Life
Yeah.
Cleric is 2 plus spell
Yeah.
level on top of.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah, so that's another 3. Okay.
Decent.
That
decent.
explains why that's nice. Rest of your turn?
I'm just going to stay put.
Okay. Lovey, you kind of run in behind them. You had something to take care of outside that was definitely very important. And you hear the sounds of combat as you enter the entrance of the massive
Lovey needed
mausoleum
to take a shit.
S.
The goal of nature.
Sorry?
That was why you took so long. You needed to take a shit. Actually, that is a quick point. Should we just quickly rewind slightly and just give her the sickle that we were going to hand to her when
Yeah,
we found
give
it?
it a sickle.
Because she may want to use it.
Yep. If that is what the party wanted to do with it, or whoever had it in their possession, I guess wanted
Well, I
to do with
believe
it.
Dan was going to give it her.
Yeah.
You two are also adjacent.
I thought it was
I think-
Dave.
What kind of
Yeah, we-
sickle is it?
It's a moon sickle.
A funky sickle that seems to like druids.
Mhm.
Oh.
With the holy symbol of some type of moon goddess on it.
That might be mine. Or for me. I'm not taking ownership. If anyone else wants, if nobody else wants it, then
It doesn't
thank
seem
you.
to. It doesn't seem to like anybody else.
No.
It magically told me to piss off.
I'm guessing that's not the first time that's happened.
First time
Maybe.
magically.
Magically, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
no,
wish I was
basically,
joking. I was
just out
just
of
looking for
character.
flavorful items, and it's Druid Ranger only, end of sentence. And I'm like,
Yeah, no, basically, like, all of us, like, tested it out by identifying it by stabbing a tent.
Yep.
And
They all cast Identify by swinging it at the tent to see if it was different from a normal sickle.
Yeah.
That was how they identified it.
Yep.
You missed out on some great comedy.
That and religion checks to identify the pommel, which I rolled a 0.
Could I have tried to identify the pommel when it was happening?
I believe they
Like,
figured it out in the end.
In the end, they figured it out that it had the holy symbol of some type of moon goddess. Though
Okay.
guessing at which one, considering there's like 5 moon goddesses and not wanting to offend one of them, I think they stopped there.
Okay. So yeah, I got a sickle.
Specifically, moon sickle out of Tasha's Cauldron of Everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just quickly thought to remind, just in case you may want to use it in this combat. I don't know what it does or whatever, but you know.
Let's have a look. Du-du-du-du. So yeah, I will. Is it my turn?
Yep.
Yeah.
You came back at almost the perfect time.
Almost.
Perfect. That's why. You say I've got double speed.
Yeah, just in
What can
case
I-
you wanted to get into the combat more so, to not
Yeah.
punish you for being AFK.
So 5, 10, 15. I can get right up to this one, can't I?
I believe so.
15.
Yeah.
Du-du-du-du. Yeah.
Speed.
So yeah, Lovey will come rushing up and try the new sickle, I guess. What am I rolling?
Dice.
Let me actually... I believe I could just yeet a base +1 sickle onto your inventory, and then toss you the rest later. There you go.
Right.
Yeah, it's in there. Let's give it a go. Oh, maybe not.
10 does not hit if you have... Wait, no! Is this...
Oh, I should have proficiency. Oh, wait a minute. What does a sickle use?
But
Is
why?
it
but
dexterity?
God,
It's just you've
Why
used
have
strength
one
plus
when you can just
proficiency
have a
plus
harem?
a +1 magic.
Oh, it would be 11
there's
then.
no.
Why?
No, it looks like it calculated properly.
5 plus 2 plus 2
Because
plus
my
1.
proficiency is +2, my strength is +2.
Yeah,
+1 magic.
yeah. So 5 plus 5. 10.
2 plus 2 plus 1.
Yeah, 10. Sorry, not 11. I do apologise.
Okay.
And then with my bonus action, this sickle's no good. I want to cast Shillelagh.
Wait, 1 second. Before you do that,
You get advantage.
Wait. I do remember something from the
Rose.
beginning of the session.
Rose,
you are flanking.
yeah, you have advantage anyway.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I was gonna double check on that one with you guys,
'Cause
because I wasn't
Gorgor.
sure.
yeah.
Because it's a slightly bigger creature, so more spaces to be on the opposite of.
Yeah, yeah. If it was a medium creature and we're kind of like that, then probably not. But because it's large, yeah, it technically works.
Yeah, I mean, you draw center, or line through the center of a
Yeah, yeah.
checkbox, that's
Yeah.
fine
Sounds
with me.
that sounds good enough to me. Hello,
No,
Pink.
you get a second
Try
attack
again.
with the second. Yeah, try with the second.
Pink. I killed a demon with a bush. Gorgo killed a demon with a bush.
23.
That is a hit.
That is success.
And
that
that
is
is
damage.
7 points of slashing damage.
Yep.
And then holding this, I go, I would like to cast Shillelagh. So
On
I think I can do it on the sickle?
no, it's
Not,
not.
sure. Oh, it's magical intent. I'll do it on my broom anyway, just because I can.
I think you can only do it on wooden weapons as well.
Wood of a club or quarterstaff.
Yeah.
It's weird like that.
Yeah, I will do it on my broom, which is technically a quarterstaff with some twigs on it.
Yeah. That's fine.
Actually, can I undo that? Sorry.
You absolutely can.
Yeah. Is someone bleeding? I felt like people were bleeding.
We have a Gorgor and we have a Dave.
We're both
Gorgo got healed a bit,
incredibly
though.
hurt. Yeah.
That's a.
Okay, I would like to cast Healing Word on Gorgor then, seeing him
Thanks.
bleed out all over the floor.
Thanks.
Google's
With my
getting a
bonus.
special treatment tonight.
Yeah.
Before the fight started, well, as the fight started, Gorgor went down to 9.
Yeah.
Hey Rose, roll me an extra d4.
Yeah. I'm
Oh.
good at the moment.
I think there's a certain thing
Extra
that happens.
D4.
Yes.
Well, 6 healing points to Gorgor.
Nice.
Nice.
Is it
Yay,
from
back.
the sickle? Is it giving
Yes,
me a
it
boost?
is.
Yeah, I don't have Tasha's. I
Decent.
should. I don't.
I'll get it to you later. Not the
Thank
book, but
you.
the info. All.
Yeah, she's gonna give you the book.
Oh.
I mean-
speaking of books, Fizzbands came yesterday for me.
Nice.
So yeah, for my Healing Word, I don't know what she'd say. She'd just be like, "Are you okay?" And then cast Healing Word in part of it with the okay.
I just
So
kind of
thank you.
like, and I'd imagine I'm kind of like clutching like a huge gash in my side with just a shaky thumbs up, just like, and then afterwards the thumbs up becomes less shaky after the healing word. He's like, feel better now.
I can help.
Yeah, I DM'd you the full of it, but
Thank you.
no rush.
So yeah. Wait a minute. Is this a carry on from the first? Oh yes, we haven't had a long rest, have we? That's why.
I actively asked the party if
Ooh.
they wanted a short rest, and they said no.
Shakes fist.
You wasn't
Mhm.
here to say no.
Exactly.
Blue is dead. Paladin Dave.
I will jump over to here. Will I get advantage of flanking from here as well, or
Sure. Tell me why.
an opposite here?
No, I think she means rather than the meta of I get advantage here, why would he think to move into that position?
Because he sees a friend here, and knows he can do a bit better if he hits from
I
here.
tried. Can't blame me for trying.
No, I entirely got why you do it because that's a pet peeve of mine. But okay, you try it, Ash. Just adjust the AC.
Alright, I
He-
just double the AC.
The
got
Dave
it.
is a smart boy.
No, he's not.
Oh,
He's got plus
Oh
one
no,
intelligence.
he's not.
I won't go that far.
Mhm.
Either way.
Oh,
As you
let's do
were.
the
Yeah, plus one
advantaging.
intelligence, but acts like -5.
That is a hit.
Yay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Jesus.
That is a lot of damage.
That is max
is,
damage.
that is lethal damage, in fact.
oh.
Do you want to try again on describing your actions, Liam?
It's coming. Wait, what?
You killed it.
Yeah.
How did you kill it?
Oh, I thought
How do you want to do this?
No, I thought you meant describing how I moved there. James gonna say.
No,
I'll
no.
explain.
How do you want to do this?
So I kind of
Fuck's sake.
he got distracted by the sickle, so I kind of sneak up behind and give the stab in the back of the head.
Back in the sack.
Okay.
Alright, your greatsword just
Yeah.
plunges through the back of this thing's skull, and it just falls to the ground in front of you.
Every
And that is
time,
all creatures you know of
every
sorted.
time I go for a specific spell, the creature that I'm aiming at dies.
Mhm.
There's a very specific spell that requires very specific circumstances, and every time I go to use it,
If the creature says no,
Dead.
ugh, bah.
Against these 21 HP creatures, by the way, you guys did 22, 21, and 23 as far as lethals go.
So not much in the way of overkill then. We're pretty efficient is how we would describe that. Ugh.
But yeah, that is initiative suspended-ish, combat over.
Those things hurt harder than a werewolf with a glockenspiel. Oh, what are they?
Was that Gorgor rolling a knowledge check? Gorgor asking
I mean,
somebody else to roll a knowledge check?
Asking it generally, but we'll try and figure it out himself. What would the roll be?
Religion would be lowest DC, Arcana or Nature for higher DC attempt.
We'll just go with the first one you said. How does a 3 get me?
And as a heads up, that is how I generally am rolling knowledge checks, just so people can know in advance of if
No,
you guessed
yeah,
the
yeah,
right
yeah.
wheelhouse.
No, that's exactly what I do. I give different options, but DC varied.
For a 3, Gorgor knows that these creatures hurt a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That is Gorgor's astute observation. They hurt so much that he considered religion for a second.
The one with the claws. Can I use my small knife that I got from my sage equipment and attempt to cut them off? Because I could make a weapon to make spells with from his claws.
A weapon to make... Okay, so you want to make a wand out of his fingers?
No, I want to take the claws and maybe like attach them to the fingertips of a glove and make like a spiked gauntlet or something.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you wanted like a Gorgor wand sword or something.
No, at the minute, the important thing is I'm going to use the small knife from my inscription pack from the sage equipment to attempt to cut off the fingertips / claws.
Yep. Strength to do it, dex to be careful about
God,
it.
that is OP. Do not speak that again. He wants to hang the claws from the bush. What was the roll?
Strength to do it successfully, and then dex for how clean it is on top of... I guess, yeah.
Strength. No,
And then
no,
dex.
it would have been longer than 6 seconds, so yeah. Yeah.
You've got kind of this fleshy, gooey imp hand, and you've got some black ichor again on your own hands while you were trying to do this.
But do I get claws?
You have a fairly butchered claw off of this thing, yeah.
So I got one butchered imp claw. That's all I needed.
Greytail would be proud of you.
Yeah.
You would.
I don't know who his Greytail is, but I'm probably better than him anyway, being a wizard and all.
Your feud with Matt is legendary at this point.
Yeah, me and Matt. It's just a thing. Like,
Or is it Adam? I can't remember.
Oh no.
you can shut the fuck up, Priscilla.
Don't you mean Penelope? I mean Persephone. I mean Penelope.
It's Persephone, actually.
Either way, you successfully handled that. Pun intended.
Hey.
Adam.
Lovey. I think Lovey's gone again.
No, I'm here.
Oh, thank fuck. I thought you needed to shit again. Did I entertain you, Michael?
Oh, thank fuck. I thought you needed to shit again.
I think I tickled Michael. The other...
I'm muting myself 1 second.
The other two went down the side path. When these things came, I was gonna go to the one behind me and points to there's a wooden door back there. So where shall we go? 'Cause there's no point checking the same room they've checked because that's stupid. Why go where someone else is already?
You went there?
Spiky Tooth and Robo.
So they went down
Robocop.
Yeah.
this way?
Yeah. That's the way I was going to go before the one that I just took the claw off and killed with a bush came. Actually, thinking of, I'm going to reclaim my bush. Because this is an invaluable stealth tool as well as an effective weapon, it would seem.
Is the bush still okay?
The bush that
Realistically,
you
people,
so
the bush.
cruelly killed was living outside.
No, the bush is still alive. It is chosen to be a weapon of war and a a master stroke of stealth. Because when I
How
hold,
bush is that?
well, it's still green, so it's alive. I mean, it's a bit black now because of the blood from the thing, but it's okay.
It's not alive anymore. You've killed it.
Well, if it's alive anymore, then it doesn't matter, does it?
It does.
But I can't unkill it, so
And yeah, for context, he ripped this bush out of the ground to use for stealth checks.
roots and all. Like, it's got its roots intact, I just want to point out.
That's a little worse for wear after you've been beating people with it.
I did one attack.
did-
I did
did-
one
yeah.
attack!
You did, let's say you snapped it in half.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
I was just pointing out, like, you don't have to destroy everything you touch.
But I needed it to be selfie. We only got here because of the bush.
Huh. We should probably table this for another time, maybe.
But there's no table.
You had to know that one was coming.
I was hoping it wasn't. I was hoping this would be serious, and then I forgot which session we were in.
We're in.
No, you've just got to remember the intelligence score of Gorgor. That's all. I am playing a 6 intelligence.
Yeah, I think we go down that right way.
Okay, so I'll take the bush and I'll re-engage stealth. So I'll hold the bush in front of me and walk carefully ahead, going to where the wooden door.
Just see a random bush.
Yep. Have you ever played in Silence, the game? You know when you get the camouflage and it's just the bush? It's that.
I will light my candle this time.
Oh.
I'm gonna have a look at these creatures, see if I can identify what they are.
Oh, yeah, Rose of note, because you weren't here when I said it. This purple box is all of the light that is currently in this room, because originally Matthias and Gabriel were sneaking in ahead. So they didn't bring light sources, and then combat broke out, and nobody else pulled out light sources
I don't need
until
light.
now.
I don't need light.
Yeah,
Didn't you
I'll
guys
come out
not
the
see
torch.
that?
No,
You can't see in the dark.
unfortunately not.
Huh? I thought
I see that
everybody
coming.
could.
Not everyone, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, I can't tell what race you are, but I thought you might have it. Be able to see in the dark.
So did I.
So did I. Then I
That
looked
sounded
at
like it was
on.
more real life than in the game.
Before we carry on, I would like to use Divine Sense.
Hey, he's growing. Let me just check numbers.
Nice.
That is not behind total cover. Before the door is opened, got it. Not counting the immediately dead creatures, of course. Despite the massive amounts of cover, the presence is so strong you do still get some tiny hints of something horrific in the not quite immediate eastward direction.
Ah, they're not quite immediate.
You don't get full details as if it was in your range or wasn't behind cover, but like it is
Yeah.
so powerful that you're a little uh-oh about it, even at this distance, even through all of this cover.
Yeah.
Well, this has been happening.
I will go and tell people and panic slightly.
Which is at that moment.
Moment.
And then let me get the fog of war for both of you.
Yeah.
You've got that, and then you've probably got
Uh,
you.
Well, we got this way here, or this way here. I think for now I'll avoid the eastern route. I mean, probably no. But actually, I'll go and inform people first that there could be big nasties coming down eastward. So
And
just
then Gorgor. Left door or right door? It's kind of like double doors once you get closer.
We'll say left because that's where I am.
Yep, okay. So you can kind of see. Oop.
How the fuck did you catch up with us? I thought that conversation was happening down there while you were doing your divine sense.
Yeah.
I'll come in the one and tell you what's going on afterwards, but I'll stay down here then.
Give it a sec.
By the time you've come to tell me there's something there, I'll be running the other way, saying there's a big nasty that way.
Yeah, I'll come and tell you that.
Good, go fight it. Bye.
No, not my problem anymore.
Gorgor does
You're
make
between-
out some humanoid shapes that seem to be approaching the door, by the way. Matthias, you do not even see a door, you just see a wide open, vaguely kind of looks like it might be currently used as a supply room, hard to tell.
Did anyone follow me to the door?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be backing up and stealthing.
Are we just started two fights at once?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna back up to about there, and I'm gonna crouch down and hold bush.
Hold the bush.
Is that similar to whole person, but whole plan?
No, this is it meld with trees or something? The spell.
Think so, yeah.
So I'm gonna give myself disadvantage because it's funny.
I also assume that you're rolling,
Shit.
or you're still moving stealthily, so I'd like a new stealth roll, please.
Mate, yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, like Gorgo's just crouched at the minute, just hold bush held, just like, and we'll even put the ninja token on him. Look, because he's stealthed.
And I am perceiving the entire way, like proper active checks.
Yeah. Once you reach kind of the end zone, you can see fully into the room, and you see two people seem to be playing some sort of game of chance over at this table. This guy over here is kind of looking in towards the room, or down a hallway.
I'm surprised I didn't
Heading
fucking
west.
hear and come like
What?
the noise of combat.
Oh no, they do seem a little alert.
Ah,
Like the two guys at this door seemed to be moving towards the door. You guys did do really fast on that combat. That was technically a one-round combat, despite
Yeah,
how
that
much
is
health
fair.
you guys hemorrhaged.
yeah, that is fair.
That was that. If you go up a little bit, there's a D4 with a 2 on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I accounted for that. You guys just one-rounded the combat, despite how almost horrifically you died.
Not almost horrifically.
But yeah, so you see that up there. Matthias, Gorgor, you did hear noises on the other side of your door. You moved back to stealth.
Yep.
You were going up that way.
Yeah.
I believe you wanted to check on these guys originally. That got kind of caught up in the chaos.
Yes.
So we'll handle your check real quick and then move you around wherever you're moving.
Just trying to think what checks the best. Investigation.
Myces,
With the
thank you
guidance
for
of
the work.
himself.
It's appreciated. I hope you at least
Okay.
get the chance to maybe listen like a podcast, because that's usually what D&D is good for. If not, oh well. It'll be on YouTube at some point, but thank you.
For some strange reason, you don't even think these are imps. You think these are Rakdos performers from Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica. Yeah, it's a really weird, overly specific reference, you think, but I don't know. You think Matthias might like that information.
I think you would.
I get the feeling more and more that Matthias needs to invest in this for Christmas if he's going to be getting there. He's going to continue in this campaign.
It's one of those things where I just see creatures I like and I'm like, okay, counts as. Makes interesting combat.
That it does.
Oh yeah.
Alright, and then, Lovey, was there anything else you were doing in this room?
I will follow Gorgor, I think, now at this point.
Alright, and I'd say in the time that you've had to, like, decompress and experiment with the dagger, both in and out of combat, you've kind of come to understand it a bit better.
It's brilliant. I love it. It's my new favourite thing. Thank you, guys.
I would also say, based on,
Just kind of
Good.
dawdle looking around, then probably bump into the back of Gorgor, and then be like, oh. And sneak, if that makes sense. We're going to sneak mode.
Yeah, I'm currently dead still, and there's people coming to the door.
You two shared the bush.
No, I'm using
One
Gorgor.
in the hand is
Okay,
worth two in the bush.
I'm using Gorgor's mask to hide me.
Yeah, that's
that's the
literally
bush.
that's literally what everyone was doing, because this bush is like, I'd imagine like it was a big one, because it was the biggest one I could find.
He's calling it a bush. It's a tree.
It's just a small tree. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Danny's got a big butch though, hasn't he? So that's why.
Nice.
That was your bush, Danny.
Bushy mullet.
That's the song and only dance tonight.
Oh dear.
God damn.
But yeah, and then I'll go into stealth mode behind Gorgor.
I would also say, Rose, mechanically, it wouldn't change anything, since flavor-wise, you could just use the broom anyway under the mechanics shell, but if you wanted to use Shillelagh on the sickle, given its congruent allegiance, I would absolutely allow that from a flavor perspective, though it wouldn't change any mechanical outcomes, if you follow.
Look at it as I'm kind of like standing behind Gorgor, trying not to get this up. Can I tell what the goddess is?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a fairly low passive religion check, considering it is yours. Like, you'd probably know, which particular deity is the one that you like.
Yeah. Cool. Yay!
It's like, do I have to roll a DC 5 religion check? Is that...
Sometimes
I don't know, I
you
guess
don't
Paladin Dave might have
play
to.
as well. It just happens.
Can I get a bit closer now to tell people?
You can start wiggling a little bit closer, but yeah, we're about to have...
Yeah, oh no, I've gone to the darkness. Well,
I was trying to scroll the map and I grabbed you.
Oh, it's been removed.
But yeah, Matthias, I would say you have one whatever interaction you want with this room before Paladin Dave catches up with you, and then I will also acknowledge Gorgor's stealth over here.
I mean, I don't know what you mean about Gorgor's stealth. There's just a bush there. There's no one there. So well.
Okay.
Okay.
So they seem to be. You say they're currently involved in their game of chance, yeah?
Yep.
And
Cards, dice, unsure.
And this one's currently looking the other way.
Yep.
I'm going to very calmly.
If that helps you.
Okay. I'm going to very calmly and quietly make my way through the room and start heading this way.
Have you just walked past them all?
I intend to very calmly and not drawing their attention, just walk past them.
Dude, we need to attack them. We can't have enemies behind us.
They're not enemies.
Do you shout that to Matthias as he's stealthing?
No, this is out of character.
What are you
Well,
doing?
Carl, I would suggest before the DM decides to fuck you, shut the fuck up.
Alright.
Because you know she will, because I would.
Yeah, I will use my bonus to just speed myself around the.
That was what I was going to ask, is moving half speed because stealth, and then dash actioning with your bonus to kind of break even, I assumed?
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, about there then.
Is this area lit up? Just so I know.
This area seems to be
Yeah.
decently lit, where it's got something coming off the table they're gambling at, and then a little bit of like a candle over by their supplies. It's not super well lit, but you can actually see in this room, and you have a glow coming from behind you.
Oh god.
And then Bush over here.
Yeah.
Bush.
This door in front of you, both of them seem to slide open, very slowly and cautiously. As a couple people make their way out, one of which you recognize, or at least you hope to recognize. Lovey recognizes off of her history check, at least. I don't want to rule for Gorgor, though.
What?
The door opens, and over Gorgor's shoulder, you can see two humanoid-ish characters, one of which looks decently familiar to the other day.
Oh, is this one of the people?
That is what it appears to be.
It's either going to be Jarek, Kame, Tensui, or Jeb.
It is Jarek.
Oh. That's nice.
They seem to be poking their nose out, and at first they just see this magnificent bush, and then they see Gorgor behind the magnificent bush.
That's a strange way of saying that.
Look, you guys do it to me, I'm doing it to you back.
I get it. I just...
Or has a big magnificent bush.
That is no canon.
Yeah.
So childish. Sorry.
Do you want me to go back to killing your characters? I can do that if you prefer.
Just keep talking about the bush, okay?
Bush will soon start shedding its leaves.
I almost heal Michael's face palm, like from here. From here.
I thought it was
This is
something
what
happening.
Michael realizes. He's been muted the entire time.
Oh no, Michael's just been ignoring this. Michael knew this chaos was happening and was just going to let it
Cheers
play
to trim that bush, Danny.
Moving on.
I am continuing to just note the fact that the more chaos you get out now, the less I have to deal with tomorrow.
In fairness, they were really well behaved for like an hour.
That's true.
I wasn't here, that's why. Like, Jesus, it's just me. Oh,
Dave and Dave behaved because Rose was AFK. Got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, after a moment, they recognize the great. Jarek recognizes the great wizard Gorgor and kind of tells his friend to stand down. Welcome. Thank you for coming. I hope you guys are okay. We heard combat outside. We're gonna investigate, and then you kind of knocked on our door. Was that you guys? Is everyone okay? You don't seem to have your full entourage with you, Master Gorgor.
Oh, we got attacked by demon imps because we were following the tracks of the monkey. And it led to here. The monkey.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We should have warned you about that. Given the nature we've mentioned of the situation, we're kind of holed up in here trying to keep the demons at bay. The stronger ones we just hide and let them pass, but the weaker ones we try and stop them before they get out.
Well, the monkey seemed to be dead, but the ones that killed it, we killed them.
That's good. Anything you can get off the road is a huge help. Either way.
They turned into gnolls.
Oh, that kind of actually makes some sense. Kind of looks to his friend confused for a moment as he thinks about it. And they were fighting, you said?
The two that we killed were fighting the monkey when we went to the town, and when we came back the monkey was gone, and the only things that were left were the two like big cat dog things. And when we killed them, they turned after they oozed black that didn't taste very nice, and then they turned back into gnolls.
They go to ask about the taste very nice, and then you see the exact same expression you have whenever Liam opens his mouth, and they just don't ask instead.
Smart.
Oh,
But as long as they're handled, though, Noel's presumably of, demons fighting demons. That's
Yeah.
bizarre.
And I'd imagine now I'm probably just stood up normally with like just holding the bush, like like you got a sword that you don't sheath and it's just kind of at the side. You're just holding this tree, bush tree, whatever.
That's interesting. Please come talk to our leader. Maybe they can help you. Maybe we can figure this out. Hopefully, we can get the sealing ritual over with.
Kind of semi look at Lovey, like, shall we go speak? Because we said that we'd speak to their boss before. Remember in Reshin.
Yeah, Russian and Kopal Russian are the two towns.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's an excellent idea.
Okay, I will take off my ninja mask because I am no longer a bush. I am just
You were
Gogo.
wearing a
Well, you couldn't see because hidden and all that.
no. Ah,
You cut out?
Lovey is confused. Like, properly confused right now.
Yeah, Gorgor casts that spell a lot.
Yeah, confusion. It's like his jam.
Alright, so we'll come back to you guys in a sec. Gabriel, you wanted to make sure you left no enemies, I believe it was?
Bush is a god-given,
That's his plan.
archaic biological weapon crafted with the knowledge of
Yes, I am
centuries of
continuing to-
evolution, which
Look, they're playing the
quintessential to
game
providing
efficiently.
stealth so great that the person who
they're
wielded
playing
it
Goldfish.
Matthias, you do notice over here there is some sort of
the bush such
script. I don't know what languages you know.
Can I just quickly read this out? Because
Yep.
God has made like a perfect descriptor tool for the bush. Bush is a god-given, archaic biological weapon crafted with the knowledge of centuries of evolution, which is quintessential to provide stealth so great that the person who wielded it wouldn't be spotted even if the assailant has the eyes of an eagle. The bush is a formidable weapon, has hundreds of leaves which are sharp as the claw of a tiger, and the stem of the bush as hard-wearing as the tusk of a mammoth, making the wielder unassailable from any foe. You know what? Fucking clap for that. Like, that's brilliant. That is actually brilliant.
I have common, undercommon, and thieves' cant.
Okay. You just see in what loosely appears to be common, Iblis Sepulchre on the wall. It's not quite perfect like common letters, but it looks similar enough where if it was a weird font, maybe.
Mm-hmm. That's nice. In the meantime,
Yep. And then Gabriel.
yeah, Gabriel, you see me just off.
All right, Gabriel's dead. Paladin Dave, you had a warning message.
Yes, I will tell him not to go to the east, but now it is south.
That's what my daughter is.
What, Carl? You okay?
Yeah, why?
But basically, don't go in this sort of direction. Do not go that
You don't
sort
go
of
that way.
area. That's a big no-no. I'll just sit there pointing in the directions not to go.
Do not go through that wall over there.
That's an interesting wall not to go through.
No, I mean, like, don't go in there that direction in general. Just, yeah, there's a big bad thing down there somewhere.
So, that way.
I would say for now, we can go that way, but just don't go south afterwards.
Well, how about the three guys up there?
I
Just
don't
around the
know who-
corner.
Yeah, I don't know who they are.
Do you want to go and ask them for me?
No, you go ask them. You're better with people, I think.
I think you're better than people, mate. You got the better charisma. You're Paladin Dave, the Paladin Dave.
I don't
Everyone
have-
loves the Paladin Dave.
Everybody loves Gabriel. Gabriel?
You got it. You were so confident, and then the backstab. It is Gabriel, right? Gabriel. Gabriel.
Right, I'm gonna just for the lols. I want to see what happens. I'm gonna come to this one and go. Identify yourselves, friend or foe.
You are a Warforged, I believe. But
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, he is.
Oh no.
Meanwhile,
Oh, let's blow up my candle, please.
at this point, I want to watch this battle. I mean, the whole room's lit up by torches, but yes, you can.
They can't see my torch anymore.
You're using the light from that room to be able to find out how to light this candle.
the closest one turns, the one up here, while the other two from
That
their
one,
game
yeah.
look back
Okay.
around. Who are you to ask us? This is our fortress. We're here doing our job.
Yeah, I've just got attacked and I need to rest. That's why I wanted to make sure you're friend or foe here before I try to rest.
You can rest, just be careful. This isn't the safest place around.
What? You playing game up there? Can I join you? I've got some gold.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
They kind of just pause for a moment, look back to each other, like, yeah, I mean, if you...
I'll play some card and dice games. That's not a problem.
These are like the friendliest bandits ever.
I know.
Meanwhile, I'm going to go and poke the portal that they want to protect.
I will.
I'll call out Paladin Dave. Do you want to come and join us?
I'll just go down here.
I'll
Nice to
look
meet
how
you all.
I'd say Paladin Dave's there just leaning around the door going, "Don't mention me, don't mention me, Paladin Dave."
Yeah.
Oh,
That they didn't stop me. So...
I'll put some
Hey!
gold on the table,
you
ready to
ain't coming
play.
this way. You were called over there. You were called to the game, not to me.
I don't
I'll
think
come to you
he's
to warn you
listening.
as well, though. You haven't had the warning yet.
Yeah, but I'm gone. You didn't see me.
Oh.
There's something diabolically evil. Of course, I'm going to go and poke it as this character.
Exactly. I don't want to poke, especially when I got low life points. You know, I want to get some health back.
That is an
There's-
interesting roll. If you're going to be gambling for a little bit, presumably, is Paladin Dave gambling as well?
I'll just be watching while I'm healing myself.
Alright. Gabriel, roll me some proficiency in Game of Chance.
Let's have a look.
This is not great.
I have terrible proficiency in Game of Chance, as I have none.
Okay, so you're not proficient with cards or gaming dice, then just pick whichever ability score you want to use from a roleplay perspective to gamble here.
I'm thinking it's going to be charisma, because that's very
Alright.
good, or intelligence. But my intelligence, I've got -1, so that sounds terrible. So I'm going to do for wisdom, just for the lols.
Alright.
Intelligence or charisma, but I'm not good at those, so wisdom.
Yeah, I'm not good at any of those either. So,
And, well, that was, as Michael played it earlier, where you can't use, like, dex to cheat or con to just try and get them in, like, drinking games to
so
see if you can
con.
stay sober, etc.
so I couldn't
Yeah.
use my strength, I can't use my con, I can't use my dex. It's one of the 3 worst ones I've got.
Well, that's your fault.
I know.
I would accept any of the 6 so long as you can aptly describe them, but you said wisdom, and I like wisdom, so we're going with it. How much gold were you putting on the table?
Gold on.
Hmm?
I'll just put 1 gold on.
Alright, you playing a few hands to catch your breath and, like, rest up for a bit?
Yeah.
At the end of your resting, you're out a good bit of the money that you tried to put in. But they've just been really enjoying your personality of having a new person at the table because they're used to only playing with each other. And they pass you a fairly fancy-looking pewter mug.
I like
Here,
the sound
take
of that.
this.
You guys are good. Let's carry on playing. Paladin Dave, do you want to join?
I'll just watch, thank you.
Oh, you're pointless. I'll just remove a gold off here, and I'll carry on until I've burnt the one gold.
Is
and
it-
I'll just
is
sat
it-
there chatting.
Is it fair to say, like, obviously, like Gorgor and Lovey are probably going to get long rests in as well? No, not short rests. Sorry.
It would be short rests as long as you guys are catching your breath and like conversating and de-escalating, etc.
Well, I can't see any reason why we wouldn't be. So yeah.
They did, suggest that you specifically go speak to their leader, though there's no immediate urgency on that, and Michael is going to have a head start on you.
Yeah. Well, I'd imagine we'll probably be going to do that immediately, but that's hardly strenuous? Question mark. Like that's, it's. Am I right in saying that? Like we can still get a rest in while just talking.
Short rest.
Yeah, short rest.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I'll
I
take a
keep
short rest.
misspeaking, but yeah, I mean short rest.
You may absolutely attempt short rests, so long as that.
Kill.
Nothing immediate prompts otherwise.
That's fine with me.
Well, I'm just going to be laughing, joking, messing about, playing cards, and losing money.
And they gave you a fairly fancy-looking mug if you care to take it and/or keep track of that.
I'm going to put it in my inventory pack.
Right.
Pewter mug.
Then Matthias, I assume.
Fancy pewter mug.
Yep.
I assume you were asking about this.
Here we go. Yep.
There seems to be an open space over here. Well, there seems to be a thing there. I didn't know if that was still a wall or.
It seems to be. While it looks like there's definitely a path that keeps going in that direction, it's kind of blocked off by like.
A loading screen.
Yeah, it's. It's not a full like. It's not it's not a secret door or anything like that. It's clear. It's a big heavy stone slab blocking off that direction. But like you can see the path keeps going. You can see a little crack of light underneath, etc. And there is a strange statue of. Your first impulse is dragon, though it's a bit more closer to a chimera manticore type creature.
Interesting.
And it seems to be rested with its eyes locked onto that door.
Could I ask a quick question?
Mhm.
Is there any kind of nature stuff? Is there like, vines or moss or anything like that?
Inside of this
Yeah,
facility?
if you got Danny brought his bush in.
Yeah.
That's the best
yeah.
nature you
Can
get
I
in.
just look at Gorgor for a second, Lovey will, and I'm like, can I touch your?
Rose just realised the phrase. That
Go on, say the sentence.
I realised as soon as I saw that. I just need
Danny's
to.
bush.
For a second. Is that okay?
She wants to play with your bush, Danny.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I mean, if you want to use my bush, you're more than welcome to, yeah.
I feel like I should nip this in the bud now, but it's funnier not to. So I just want to use.
And he will
the
he will look at you slightly like, huh? Like he doesn't get what you're on about.
I would like to use the shrub. To, if it's okay, use natural recovery.
What does that do?
It is a Circle of the Land ability that means that on a short rest I can gain a spell slot back equal to half or less of my druid level.
By Claire.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Circle of the Land. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting.
Equal to
Is
your
that-
cleric level, which is 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a bit mixed up with Lovey and Casper. I do apologise. I shouldn't have.
Well,
done.
I mean, it's really easy to keep straight. Lovey is still in this campaign.
You're only hurting yourself. You know that, right?
I know. I'm gonna go be sad now.
Can you
Right.
be sad in like 40 minutes, please?
Yeah.
I'll console you, don't worry. But can we do it post session? Yeah. Sound good.
Yeah.
We'll book it in. We'll book in a cry sesh.
But yeah, you use your Circle of Land abilities, get back that spell slot.
Thank you.
Damn, Gorgor.
I can only do it once per long rest.
Well,
And I'm above a 6 level.
I'm fighting fit after that.
I didn't have any hit points lost, I don't think.
I think you're still down from the previous one, but otherwise you're good.
Okay, I will use a hit dice then.
No
Just to boost-
obligation, just, yeah, I think, because on my end you're at 17 of 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Fixed.
yeah, having the peek down this corridor.
Michael, you're really, really quiet.
I'll have a peek down this corridor.
Oh, that's perfect. There we go. No, that was actually perfect, Michael. Here, do that.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
before
keep,
that, it was
I'll keep it
coming.
right in front of my microphone, the microphone right in front of my mouth, shall I?
Well, it means I can now turn you from 200% to 150.
Okay.
Alright.
What,
You get a
come
little
on?
zigzag path. Oh my god, guys. You see a little bit of a zigzag path. You go past some fairly empty crates. And as you start making your way down this way, you actually find statues that look quite different to the one at the entrance. The ones at the entrance looked shamanistic, almost like mage kind of goddess-esque, while these look definitely a bit more demonic. And then the room seems to open up once you get to the actual mouth of it. Do you let me know if you go specifically past the statues? You see a very faint shimmer of a wall of force right here, right next to this orb pedestal. And there is a large red jewel on top of a stand. A fairly empty, featureless room otherwise, aside from the two statues marking the room.
Okay. That seems to be the very nasty portal that I don't want to be going down.
Maybe. Well, you don't know this.
Oh, it's
Oh,
coming back.
it's a wall of force, and I didn't know how to get past that without just really carrying it.
Well, maybe like pick up the orb. Maybe, I don't know.
I know, but if I touch the big shiny orb, then everything could go wrong, and I want to find out what's this way first.
But I thought you wanted to poke it, huh?
I do want to poke it, but I do want to make sure that my exit's clear.
Are you shouting this to like Michael's character? Just want to clarify, really.
Am I speaking in Gogo?
Yeah,
No.
sounds like you are.
What's this way?
You sound like a drip.
This way opens up a bit. I'm in just down the reveal area. This way opens up a bit wider and seems to be into more storage and supplies. And it becomes fairly linear from here.
Just more and more storage.
I mean, presuming you just keep zipping around corners
Yeah.
for speed of expediency. Yeah, it's a lot of supply crates, a lot of items, a lot of tools. Nothing of absurd value, though there's just a lot of, like, one step down from, like, war supplies, for lack of better terminology. Surprisingly sparse on people, though. It is just lots of crates, lots of storage. Aside from people you saw in the first room, not many other people so far.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, continue, keep exploring.
Hey, look, another fork in the road.
Yeah. That's
okay,
now- Yeah.
Take the more dangerous route though.
What the fuck was that?
Ooh. Ooh.
That sounded like someone we got swallowed.
We got swallowed and spat out.
That literally sounded like a gulp. That literally sounded like a gulp. What the fuck was that?
As you continue to make your way along this narrow passageway, you do hear faint voices far off, and you do see what seems to be a room of, just some beds, like a kind of, almost like a guard outpost turned into a bedroom kind of deal. It's very makeshift, very shamshod, I think is the word. I don't heckin' know.
Ramshackle.
Words.
Ramshackle.
There you go, sure, that one.
Okie dokie. So, what's this week?
One sec. I'd also like to see a new stealth check just for
For stealth reasons?
Yep.
That's suspicious. Oh.
I mean, he's been kind of coasting off of one for a while.
Yeah, I know.
You have got inspiration.
That is a very good point.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
I can say I
I'll
thought
be-
it'd be best to remind because I'm. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll be using that for the slight plot use of, but the bad guys are currently looking the opposite direction.
Wrong
Ooh.
button.
Oh, hello. Hello, mysterious person.
Oh, bye, mysterious person.
It's Dave the Third.
I was still on Fog of War and I didn't get to That was staticky.
Yes.
All right.
No.
That was just me humming.
Oh, you're Danny, I think unplug replug.
Oh,
Yeah.
hang on.
And
How do we say that? The team went fine.
While he does
Hello.
that, quick question up to Gabriel, assuming you're still here. Have you
Yeah.
been using the mug they gave you? Because I know Warforged do not have to drink, but they may choose to.
No.
Okay.
But now you've said that, I'm very suspicious.
Okay. Just thought I'd ask, basic questions. But yeah, it does seem to be a fairly narrow hallway. It's kind of well lit in this room, and kind of well lit in the other room. And it's been, decently, when you're playing Minecraft and you're just tossing torches along the walls.
Yep.
Let me see if I can get this in a very narrow beam.
Very.
Toes.
Ah,
Matthias's weakness, foot fetish.
Well, because you only have so much of,
I mean, you ain't proved us wrong yet.
Oh, torso.
as you inch your way in, how you are moving silently. How suspiciously stealthed are you, though?
Just kind of just walking down
Okay.
passageways at this point. I've not seen anybody in ages. I'd sort of just there's nobody else around here.
Yeah.
I hear
As you
slight
approach,
voices, and then it's like, yeah.
yeah, you do hear quiet voices from up ahead, which probably slows you down a little bit. But yeah, as you approach, you do get a little glint of what looks like some cell bars and a heavily armored, heavily weaponed, knight-esque person. Hey, who goes there? Which one of you is that? He calls out down the hallway as he hears you coming.
One who seeks interest in things. I believe I met some of your companions back in the city, the old city.
Hmm. Okay, okay. Well, if you're looking for the boss or just looking around, take it easy, but this is where we protect those most important. We've got heavy cold iron bars here to keep the fiends out if the fiends ever did get loose. We try to shepherd them down that narrow hallway and out if we can't handle them, but just in case, we keep, our women and children safely here, and I'm the last line of defense for them. I'd like to politely ask you to not enter this room.
Okay, I kind of stand right at the edge and just kind of keep my head round. Do they look women and children that are safely protected, or do they look like prisoners?
Insight.
I was gonna say, it looks very prison-like, doesn't it?
Yes.
It
This
look-
isn't prison. This is happy fun time. Yay.
I was gonna say,
Ah.
it seems like Ashley has been taking pages out of my books for descriptions.
Revisionist stuff? Yeah.
Bit of both. Not actually revisionist, just, as you may have guessed based off some of your other interactions, the spice can go very many different directions. But yeah, no, it's, from what you can tell at the very least, they're kind of just hanging out, they're just socializing. They look a bit bored. They don't really look Like, they don't start screaming for help when you approach or anything. And the bars do, like, even a very casual eye, like, those bars are smelted differently. You might not be able to identify how or why, but
They're cold iron. That's probably good enough.
yeah.
Right. Well, it seems interesting. You have a good way to hold out here. But your boss is which way, did you say?
If you came this way, you should have been down the bigger hallway. He's got a nice big kind of room up there.
So go back to up the little narrow carriageway and then take a right.
Yeah, take a right when you get out.
That means that's the
Yeah.
way he's going to go last, because that's the plot, so you can go down the other hallway next.
And I presume the room with the big red gem and the angry statues is where your demon portal is.
That's, yeah. They come through every so often. We don't really track how often, but once every few days we drop the wall and then hide and just hope that they make their way outside rather than coming in for us. We do our best to shepherd them, but some demons are scarier than others, and they've been getting worse over time.
Wait,
How
why-
do they get
if you
past the
just
barrier?
keep the wall up.
otherwise?
We could leave the barrier up forever, but we're terrified of, if it ever did give out, all of those demons being set free at once rather than one at a time. It's not the boldest of plans, but we do have to favor our survival above one unnatural quake, and that could be the end of us all.
Okay. And you haven't thought about making the room more deadly for them to cross? More of these bars, maybe you could have the same material made into spikes for them to move across?
These bars were here when we got here. We think that they were keeping demons in originally, rather than out. We've just repurposed a lot of it and brought in supplies from when our town fell.
It is weird. Your group made it sound like there was maybe 4 of you left alive, yet by the sounds of it, you guys got a good count of at least 12 or so.
Well, it used to be a large bustling town. We're just everyone who didn't die or swallow the king's swill. We've been trying to stop the problem, and we've been exiled for it. They call us bandits for having stolen the solution to this problem in the first place. Sure, we knocked over a few carriages looking for it and funding our operations, but our whole goal has been to stop these demons roaming the lands.
Doing bad for good reason. I can understand that. Sometimes bad guys make the best good guys. You feel like that's a quote from something.
Sounds familiar. I think I saw it on a play once.
I was really hoping you'd get the reference, but no. That one. Right, well, I best go and speak with your leader then. Do keep a good watch on around here. There'll probably be some others. They're probably arguing with the other people. They do get like that. I'd apologize for them, but they wouldn't apologize for me, so I will see you later.
Yes, I'll be watching.
And I've just gone.
Yep, circling back to the party, because I tried to go through a lot of that, because it was just a lot of movement while you explored, but...
Yeah.
Gorgor Levy...
Yeah, we're just heading in the general direction of the leader. I'd
Yeah,
imagine
you guys
one of them's
caught your
probably...
breath.
I'd imagine one of them's taking us, like, okay, come with us, sort of thing.
Yep, that was what I was gonna
Yeah.
grab.
So probably while that conversation's happening, you guys.
Yeah, they take you through the bigger hallway, and you see Gabriel and Paladin Dave At a table, Gabriel gambling with a new fancy-looking mug.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Use the leader as a meat shield. That's later, God. Shh.
Oh dear.
That's the that's the shield spell. So shh. Keep that. Yeah, we'll keep that one in the back pocket. Yeah.
Shield spell as reaction, which is actually a bonus action for you, which is grapple.
Yeah, just grapple somebody. That's my shield spell. Like grapple them and hold them in front of me and just be like, you can't hit me now because you'll hit this one first.
Slap Paladin Dave, grab him, use him as a shield.
Yeah.
It'd work even better if the person who you've grabbed is also carrying a shield.
Damn. Inception.
All right. But yeah, so these 4 members of the party reunited. Adam, are you still just playing with the imps? You doing anything?
I'll make my way slowly over.
Make a melee.
All right, so you probably were collected as they were making their way over as well. I
Yeah.
would presume? I'll just.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Gabriel, Dave. These 3 come past on their way to see the
Yeah.
big boss.
Big boss.
I told them something very dangerous that was east way, but no,
South way.
southeast, south way.
Uh,
South by southeast. Or south by
Yeah.
south now.
Or point in that direction, and that direction.
When
Don't
you
wanna-
volunteer that information, one of the guys at the table's like, "Yeah, that's the portal room. Don't go near there, stupid."
Yeah, I'm not planning to.
Well, just you're like, as you're giving this information to them, it's like, yeah, obviously.
I walk back through about 20 seconds later holding the big red orb like,
I found the
so I
portal
found the
room.
shiny.
God.
They're just looking at me like, no!
Yes, let's all just run.
Bro. Why? Why you do
Yeah.
this? Why? Somebody come get her. She dancing like a stripper.
Are you 2 tagging along to the boss, or are you going to stay here until otherwise collected?
Tag along, why not? Well, thank you very much for your game.
I
It's been
will-
very much appreciated. And I'll see you shortly.
Rejoin party. Take the fish.
Where are you storing the fish, Paladin Dave?
Shredding it.
Oh no! I have broken the fridge.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no.
Close enough.
Why does it have a dagger in it?
I will fix.
Because it's
Where's my
it's
card?
now a fish kebab.
It's been eaten.
Okay.
It's just like Okay, never mind.
Alright. In that case, I'm just going to fast forward the
Yeah,
party
just-
over unless they had anything else.
Yeah, just yeet us in one movement.
Just straight into the wall.
Oh, bye, Liam.
Oh, I'm always going there.
I
Sorry.
said about that.
Have a nice life.
This is why when I said Ashley move us, Liam moves. Okay. Dumbass.
You approach there, Matthias, wherever you would like to be in this exchange.
I would probably say, given the fact that I was doing all of that, I probably am in the middle of my conversation.
Alrighty.
I love how everyone else has sort of like got this tiny little room and a cage, and then this guy's got bloody curtains on his front door.
How pretentious. Oh, you're gonna steal them curtains, aren't you?
Make some use of them.
I was gonna say it's not a no, so man's about to have his curtains no longer match his drapes. No, the carpet. Drapes are the same thing.
Hey, boss, that Archmage is here with his companions.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not there right now.
Are these the consequences of your actions, Gorgor?
Gogo doesn't care. It's Danny.
That's fair.
Fine, the consequences of my actions are
Go-
bye.
The thing is, Gogo will be like, well, yeah. Whereas I'm like, oh no, how does Gotta get out of this one alive.
If I grab, if I grab the gem and run, that's still quite a lot of money I can make. So,
That's
and
fine.
as you enter the room, it is not well organized and it is kind of just tossed about, but it is a large sum of golds and trinkets, and they've definitely knocked over more than a couple of the king's carriages to try and fund. The biggest issue they've been having is the manpower.
they literally have enough to fund an army, and they can't get enough men.
Yes.
Haven't they heard of mercenaries?
That's what we are.
Yeah,
Yes, congratulations. You've put 2 and 2 together.
but I made bush.
But yeah, they kind of like push the curtains aside, welcome you in. I mean, they have been living a little lavishly visually, though.
Interesting. So this is the boss that you mentioned before.
Yeah, this is, well, the locals have been calling him Poison Flame, and we've kind of been enjoying that nickname. I think they're afraid of his dragon. And he is just sat atop a dragon, sat atop a throne that they definitely stole from the old castle.
Okay. So hello. Poison Flame. Hello. The Growly Scale.
Growly Scale. Don't. In your game, it's don't shoot at the god. In this one, it's don't disrespect the dragon.
They never told me what his name was, so you kind of watch him squint, and you kind of almost hear him thinking. They never give him a name, so he gives you a name. It's like hello, Poison Flame. Hello, Growly Scale.
As much as I do enjoy that nickname, especially among the boys here, you may call me Gelther, and Growly Scale, as you've affectionately called her, is Suzume.
Okay.
Hey, Michael, how's Fizbins, by the way? Just asking.
It's interesting. Why? Is there anything in particular you want me to be looking at?
Oh, how do you like that new Ranger subclass?
Oh yeah, no, that definitely looks good. I have a few ideas for that.
Me too.
Do you guys not want to come in and say hello to Geltha and Suzume?
I'm fine where I am, thank you.
Yeah.
So you're all going to be in the hallway. Okay.
I mean, I'll walk in. Sorry?
No, I was going to say something, but yeah, you continue, because I'm not there.
I'll walk in and follow and say hello to the dragon.
Thank you, because I've been told it's quite rude when talking with someone to not even be in the same room as them.
I assumed that the rest of the party was just waiting for Gorgor to get outed as not a wizard and then murdered.
Well, the problem is that's not gonna happen because I am a wizard.
You admitted earlier that you were a barbarian.
No.
Danny admitted to such things.
Yeah. No go-go voice.
Yeah,
Not
you
in
know what I
character.
mean. You know what I mean.
No go-go voice. Not in character. Well, that's a little different.
I don't think I can sigh as hard as I wanted to then.
Good.
Gotta get lungs expanded.
I tried and it just didn't come out. I was like, I give up.
Either way, yeah, so my men have told me that you're a wizard of some renown, and judging by your appearance, I assumed that to be true. I do have the ritual and know it, but these creatures are quite powerful, and we're probably going to need assistance holding them back.
I think I can definitely help with that because yes, I am. I have been studying magic now for a few years, and I'm particularly good. Considering the demons that you guys have had to let go, we managed to kill them coming here, and kill ones in the doorway of your house. In one day.
Does anybody speak, by the way? I forgot to ask this as I was moving the party along. Does anybody speak Abyssal?
Nope.
Or read Infernal, rather, of Demon or Abyssal or and Devil?
Nope.
I speak Minotaur.
Can anybody read the script Infernal and or speak Abyssal?
Nope.
Yes,
No.
I can speak Abyssal.
Ooh.
Okay, anybody else?
Anybody else?
No.
Anyone
Looks at
all?
Rose, cackles. Oh, okay.
No, I can't, I'm afraid.
Poor Cass. Yeah, so, Gabriel,
Cass isn't in this campaign.
No, that's the one time you don't speak every language, though.
Oh, I know, yeah, I get it now.
But yeah, so Gabriel, you did notice, not sure how much you planned to share along the way or whatever, but the same script everybody else saw as Iblis Sepulchre in weird kind of font, you're actually able to make it out as Demon's Rest in an Infernal. Do with that information as you will.
That again, so is this scattered where?
It was along one of the hallways as you were coming in.
And what did it say?
Demon's Rest.
Yeah.
Demon's Rest.
To everybody else, is it this button? Is it this button? There it is. Over on this wall over here.
Yeah.
It looks like it says Iblis Sepulchre, but if you stare at it for like a second, you understand that those words translate to Demon's Rest.
So before I entered that, I would say to Paladin Dave and the others, did you see the writing on the wall back over there? And I'll direct them as I go back to the corridor. It says Demon's Rest on the walls. It's a bit suspicious, and I'm getting a very funny feeling here now.
Hmm.
That'd be before, obviously, I entered
Yeah,
that
yeah.
room.
Yeah. It was just something like that didn't occur to me on the rest of the group passing because, yeah.
You might need to pull Gogo out of there.
I'll let you pull him out of there, because he's that dumb, he probably decides to want to have a conversation and make babies with them.
Can you please not pull me anywhere? That is, it's rather sensitive.
You know, you stay there then. I'm going to find our friendly neighbourhood vampire. And I'm going to keep walking over until I remember him going, well, he must be
you have
going this
no
way.
idea.
Yeah, I'm going to try down here. Wait a minute, which down here is it? Because there's a lot of down heres.
Exactly.
Do you not know where he went? Anyone?
There's
Idea?
only been 2 forks in the road that he could have gone down, unless he
Yeah.
went through the stone door.
Well, he could have gone through the top bit, and I don't know, did I? Because I left him at that point.
The top bit was a stone door.
Unless
That
he's gone
still
through
looks
there.
sealed.
But
So
Okay, so-
my conversation being over, I'd probably be on my way back up at this point.
but
Yeah,
I've-
I'd run into you then, as I'm trying to work out which way you went. I was like, did you notice the writing on the wall back this way? And I'd go that way, pointing that way.
Yeah, I have no idea what it means.
It's,
But I did find a big shiny thing.
It
that,
says Demon's Rest. It's in demon language.
It's probably important. I mean, there's some prison cells back there. I didn't want to mention anything, but there's some guy on there. There's some women and children.
Well, Gorgor over there, he's kissing the boss's backside, I believe, through that way.
Well, whilst he's that seems interesting. Whilst he's doing that, yeah, I was going to continue to have another look around. I feel like they're hiding more stuff.
I think they're hiding a hell of a lot. I mean, the downside, I've got Dave and Paladin Dave and Gorgor that way, so...
I'd say leave them to do that.
Oh,
Why don't
that's
you-
a good idea. Let's go
why don't
somewhere else, anywhere where they are not.
I'd say there's a really good knightly looking guy down there that you might find interesting.
Oh. What's he doing down there?
He seems to be protecting something, but he wouldn't let me in. I said I looked a little untrustworthy.
I'm gonna go for a walk and see him then. See what
You
it
do.
says.
You do that.
So I'm gonna head down this way.
But anyway,
And,
as I was saying, I can assist in any way with the ritual. You said you know it, so if I could be told what the ritual would need to do to happen, I think I can help quite handily. And with helping keep the other demons at bay, the others seem to be fairly capable in combat, with some exceptions, but that's okay. Lovey sometimes
So-
goes missing a lot for shits.
So, normally to
Oh, no,
close
did you put
any
sugar
sort-
on it? Oh,
That was one
oh,
time.
is it?
Not my fault.
I know.
normally to seal a portal demons are coming through would require
That is the infection. I think it's anus or something, isn't it?
absurd amounts of magical prowess, which you do seem more than capable of, but thankfully, in particular, this portal was opened by a contract, and we have the item that was the focus of that contract, so we can forcibly undo the contract as well with very basic levels of spellcasting.
That sounds easily enough to do.
Though they'll be quite angry at us for even attempting it, so it'll probably be the scariest of demons we've yet to see come from there.
Well, if someone had an agreement and then someone else came and tried to stop it, you would expect them to be a little more mad than like being stung by an angry wasp. So it probably would make a lot of sense. They would send some nasty
It's
people.
anus Thor, and it just fell out.
Okay.
Wait. What?
There's something on TV which looked so foul, and I was like, oh my god.
Okay.
I didn't even hear that intentionally, so moving on. Yep. Yep. Are you all ready if I go begin the ritual? Do you need time to rest
I
up?
kind of turn around and he's like, oh, the others have gone. I would like at least a night's rest, considering we had 2 fights where I ended up having to murder a demon with a small bush.
Of course. I know how you wizard folk need your time to prepare before a day, though the sooner this is over, the better.
Sounds like we could all get this sorted, and then I can continue my study.
All right, come to me in the morning, and I'll meet you in the hall.
In the hall where the portal is, or here, or another hall.
Shortly outside of this room.
Okay. And I'm gonna go find the others because they seem to have ran away for some reason. I think maybe Susan may have scared them because they're a little cowardly sometimes.
So of course, Master Wizard, whatever time you need, we're grateful for your assistance.
So I'm gonna go and find the others. Hello, others. Or at least the ones that didn't move their tokens. But that's either way, you're now here. That is canon. Hello.
Hello, Gorgo.
I love how they all just stayed outside and was like, no, we're good.
Yeah.
It seems that we can potentially help them. They have a contract that they need to break to shut the portal. And they have the thing that was used to make the contract, so they can undo it. But like he said, and I agree, it could bring some angry people, or demons, sorry, and we need to ensure that they don't fuck with it.
Conch rats are normally very dangerous, even raking them.
It would be quite dangerous, yeah. I'd imagine many monkeys and many gnolls. Possibly some of those imp things, but just get me. If I get 2 bushes, I'll be okay. 1 for each hand.
I think I need a spare bush for myself.
Well, I can, when I gather my components for my spells, I can get you a bush from outside. I'll find a good one for you.
Thank you.
Rest of the party?
Where did Robo go?
Robocop wants to find the vampire.
Oh,
That's the crossover we need.
Spiky Tooth.
I love how
Yes.
everybody apparently can see that, but I never said whether or not my teeth were visible. It's just been decided.
I've not
Gorgor
said
decided.
vampire. Yeah, Gorgor decided. Spiky Tooth. But that's all you are. All it is, you chipped a tooth once and it's a bit sharp. That's all. That's all
Yeah,
Gorgor
well,
sees. He doesn't think vampire. He thinks, man, you fucking bit a rock too hard.
What the rest of them say so.
Yeah. So, should we go and find them, and we can explain what the plan? Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah.
Can I go and investigate this?
I never talked about a reward. Oh fuck.
Out of character, there's plenty of reward in there.
Oh no, out of character I've got plenty of thoughts, but in character, nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without realizing,
Start.
there's a reason why I'm currently investigating this statue, even if I don't know why.
You have been doing a lot of snooping around. At any point, did you stop and catch your breath?
I have not yet. I have been snooping.
Okay.
So when I die, it's my fault. But in the meantime, can I investigate the statue, please?
You may absolutely investigate the statue. That is a solid roll.
Stealth rolls, insight rolls, anything where I've got a massive plus, fuck all. When I've got a negative,
Pretty good.
do I roll a 19?
Hey, that's pretty good.
It is.
You do, like, you look over the statue. It takes you a little bit to look it over. It's kind of like one of those terrible horror game puzzles that don't make any sense unless you can read the developer's minds. But you do notice there's a few different, like, places that you can touch, push in, kind of almost like buttons. And you do notice as well the door that it seems to be looking at has a tiny little slit going through it. Not like through, like all the way through, like maybe roughly dagger sized, I'd say, based on your familiarity with daggers. And there's a bunch of different like buttons and kind of like, it's not one solid piece of a monster. It's kind of like, you know, there's little places you can press in with little crevices and such.
Okay. I poke
And
one.
if you want to throw any other further rolls at that, be my guest.
Okay, so I have a little poke around and see what bits do.
Yeah. Are you actively pushing any, like, are you pushing the buttons?
Yeah, I just find one and I push it.
Okay.
I make sure I'm nowhere near the dragon's mouth at the time.
You didn't say that when you pushed it.
I'm imagining I have that much common sense.
No.
No, I'm not punishing a roll of 18. I'm just adjudicating which information to share. No, pushing the one button doesn't directly seem to do anything. Though something about this creature itself isn't making a lot of sense. Like, just kind of in the back of your head as you're, like, poking at it.
Like, certain things shouldn't be there, or...
Yeah, like, just the combination of features, you can't quite pin down why, but something is weird about it. You're not really overly familiar with this type of species, so it's hard to give exact details.
Okay. Next button. I just keep going until I find something
Yeah.
that does something. Either
When you
the
push, go
Yep. I was about to say, and when the alarm goes off, yeah.
when you push the wing in particular, something seems a little weird about it,
Mhm.
and the button stays pressed in instead of in and out. The other buttons being on the main one of the claws and the tail.
Okay. So I press that one. I press another button now.
As you're doing this, you realize that despite it being kind of an amalgamation of creatures, neither one is filling the exact creature type that this should be.
Yep.
Like chimeras should be multi-headed with like serpent tails and stuff, whereas a manticore is more of a singular monster.
Yeah.
And as you're pushing in the levers, you notice it's the incongruities that are the ones that are staying pressed in.
Okey-dokey.
Until you finally hit the end of it. And as you push the last one, the tail almost seems to fall off.
Mhm.
Like, it doesn't fully fall off, but it kind of, like, sticks out a little bit, like it would be coming out of a scabbard almost.
Okay.
Do you do anything with that?
I head over to door. Well, I head over to the wall/door and give it a little shove.
The door does not seem to move.
Okay. I see if the tail can like be pulled out, or does it move up and down?
As you go to grab at it, now that the tail is looser, it comes straight out, and it is a dagger that is dripping with some green ooze. And it is the type of green ooze that Gorgor should not be tasting.
This is nice. I put said dagger into the hole.
Go on, stick it in, lad.
You put it in, it kind of works like a card key almost would in the real world, where you put it in, you take it out, and then the door just slides up. And you find the back entrance to both the throne room and their storage rooms. Which, for expediency, I'm going to just reveal all on.
Oh, baby.
I found it. I think I won now.
I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna have to head out now.
Yep.
I'm really,
I
really
figured we were
sorry.
going to end somewhere on here. I just
Yeah.
wanted to
Yep. I just found the secret treasure room.
end on that. Was there anything else the party was doing, just like as we wrap up the session? Like,
No, no.
Just
Really not.
beginning a long
Okay.
rest now, ready for the epic sealing of a demonic portal.
Or opening of a demonic portal.
Oh no,
Whichever
that. Oh no, out of character. They obviously know I'm not a real wizard, and they're gonna use me as a pawn to make the portal 10 times worse. These are demons in disguise.
one. I'll
But
get
the thing
that.
is, that's Danny. Gorgo doesn't have a clue. Gorgo thinks they see him for what he actually is, which is a wizard, and they're taking his help with great stride.
Which is why
Yeah,
I'm
we
grabbing
could
the
done it.
loot and running.
Yeah.
First.
Oh no, like
Like-
Danny sees through this entire plot arc, but the thing is, when you're playing someone with intelligence 6, it don't translate.
I know.
Or at least
My character Gabriel's suspicious, but especially with the writing now, has made him even more suspicious.
Oh, that could have just been
Yeah.
passed off as that was there before these guys moved in, but it's just their actions I don't like.
Mhm.
They
But,
trust
yeah.
Gorgo too easily for someone who's very obviously dumb.
Oh yeah, we're fully aware.
You believe
So-
Gorgo's a wizard? Suspicious.
But yes, I think if we're calling the session
Yeah,
there, then
if
That's
the
it.
party is agreeing, it sounded like full rest / looting.
Yeah.
I'm looting. Yeah, I'm making sure if I can that the first I'm making sure that the door reshuts, and when it does, like the whole system relocks basically, so it looks like it doesn't like the puzzle goes back to being normal.
Yeah, we'll presume for the sake of...
Yeah.
We'll come back to those later, just so I know what the party is doing off
Yeah.
screen.
Yes.
No, that's fine.
hiding
Yeah.
and looting. Yeah.
Long rest, easy.
Yeah.
But for those that are watching on the YouTube and Twitch right now,
I'm on the Twitch.
you are, and you're going to be on YouTube in a couple of days again. So yeah,
Ooh.
this stream will be uploaded in 2 days' time. So keep an eye out for that. God, thank you for the silly amounts of donations. You are
Thank you, sir.
a crazy, crazy guy, but I love you still. Everyone else, I will see you Saturday for episode 37 of my campaign. You shut the fuck up, Michael. I'm going to go and say hi to these guys.